Welcome to Indiana High School basketball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Culver's Portside Marina, Nepco, Crane and Equipment Services, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5 Star. The KVB pregame show with Mitch Columbi is next.
Here's a three in the corner on the way! Yes! Yes! Big time three at a big time moment.
5 Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 Stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5 Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5 Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Kankakee Valley RAMC is excited to announce that applications for their youth programs are now available. If you know a student in 6th grade or a junior in high school, encourage them to apply for Camp Kilowatt or Youth Tour to Washington, D.C. Our fun summer experiences are designed to ignite curiosity, foster leadership, and provide hands-on experiences. For high school seniors gearing up for college next fall, KVRAMC is offering $8,000 in scholarships through the Operation Roundup program. Let KVRAMC fuel your academic journey by providing the financial support you need. Are you ready to apply? The deadline is March 1st. Visit KVRAMC.com to get started. Kankakee Valley RAMC is excited to announce that applications for their youth programs are now available. If you know a student in 6th grade or a junior in high school, encourage them to apply for Camp Kilowatt or Youth Tour to Washington, D.C. Our fun summer experiences are designed to ignite curiosity, foster leadership, and provide hands-on experiences. For high school seniors gearing up for college next fall, KVRAMC is offering $8,000 in scholarships through the Operation Roundup program. Let KVRAMC fuel your academic journey by providing the financial support you need. Are you ready to apply? The deadline is March 1st. Visit KVRAMC.com to get started.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Top of the key for three! Splash! Big time three. Here comes Vice driving inside. Stolen, picked up by Samantha Marks. Oh, man, he made it happen!
Welcome to the KVB pregame show. Now, here is the voice of KVB's WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
The new era continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, the Winamac Lady Warriors move on to the semifinal round of sectionals to take on the Pioneer Panthers. This is Indiana High School basketball. With us tonight, breaking things down and analyzing play, our sports analyst, Justin Ruff. Hey, I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is KVB's WKVI Sports. We welcome you to North Miami High School for Sectional 36 from Denver, Indiana, 46926. We are back for more as we are set to continue the new era of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting Sports on 99.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com. Man, as we get ready for our 29th basketball broadcast of the season. We have seen the Winamac Lady Warriors several times, but have yet to see the Lady Panthers of Pioneer. When we look at the Panthers, head coach Adam Berry is in his first year back leading the girls program. Berry led the Panthers back in 2016 for 1 year, so this is technically his second year as a head coach for Pioneer. The Lady Panthers started their 2023-2024 season going 3-7 through the first 10 games. The 3 wins came against Logansport, North White, and LaPorte. The following 10 games saw the Panthers go 3-7 again. They had a big win against Frankfort, beating the Lady Hot Dogs 48-14 on December 18th. They also beat Frontier and one of our area teams, the North Judson St. Pierre Lady Blue Jays, during that 10-game span. What's interesting about that stint is the Lady Panthers played the Winamac Lady Warriors just a couple of weeks ago and fell hard, 52-29. The Lady Panthers finished off their regular season falling to another one of our area teams in the West Central Lady Trojans, 55-51 last week on January 26th. The Lady Panthers come into tonight's semifinal round matchup at 6-15 on the year. Leading the Lady Panthers in the scoring department is McKenna Stryker, averaging 13 points per game. Right behind her is Mia McKaig, averaging 8.4 points per game, and rounding out the top 3 is Lois Layer, averaging 4.8. McKaig also leads the team in rebounds, averaging 6 boards per game. Stryker leads the team in steals and assists, averaging 2.8 snags and 3.1 dimes per game. And as a team, the Lady Panthers offense is averaging 35.1 points per game, and their defense has allowed 43.6 points per game up to this point. We turn now to our sports analyst for this evening, Justin Ruff. What's up, Justin?
How's it going, Mitch? Man, I'm soaking in this atmosphere, man.
It's great, isn't it?
This is Indiana basketball to its finest. It's hard to see any bleachers, empty bleachers. It's loud, it's intense, and I'm only assuming it will be even greater when the night goes on tonight and tomorrow as well.
Well, we got a barn burner right now here in Game 1. Of course, we're broadcasting the Winamac Lady Warriors taking on the Pioneer Lady Panthers. They will take on the winner of this Game 1 here, North Miami and Lewis Cass. And I believe Lewis Cass is ahead 34-32 by 2 points here. Mm-hmm. So whoever wins this game is going to play the winner of our game.
Right, and with our game, you're speaking of Pioneer. I've watched them twice, and, again, I've said this a lot, but, I'm going to say it again, Mitch. It's hard to beat a team twice, and we've seen that already in the postseason with North Judson and South Central, Tri-Township, and Morgan Township. I mean, we've seen it already, and it's not just those two schools. Lots of schools, like in the round 1 of play so far this year, played each other in the regular season, got lost. and then lost the second time. So it does not matter if you destroyed them like Winamac did with Pioneer. They beat them pretty good. But I'm assuming by Coach Berry, he's going to have adjustments. He's having the girls sleep in the video room possibly, and just dissect that film and make sure that what happened only a couple weeks ago won't happen again tonight.
Right. Well, it'll be exciting to see what happens in our game as we turn the page and look at the Lady Warriors of Winamac, Indiana. Head coach Tony Stasiak is in his second season leading the girls program. Stasiak is, of course, an Indiana high school basketball state champion that coached for many years at Rochester. After a tough first year at Winamac, the work his team put in over the summer and throughout this season has really been paying off. We saw them take care of business against North White November 16th, winning 53-17. The Lady Warriors went 6-4 through the first 10 games, and since that time, the Lady Warriors have won 7 of the last 12 games, really making things happen. They took on Wabash this past Tuesday for round 1 of this sectional and won 51-46 as the Lady Warriors come into tonight's semifinal round matchup at 13-9 on the year. Leading the Lady Warriors in the scoring department is Candace Croft, averaging 10.2 points per game. Right behind her is Marissa Iverson, averaging 9.8, and then Piper Link rounds out the top 3, averaging 8.4 points per game. Leading the team in rebounds is Piper Link, averaging 5.9 boards per game. Maggie Smith leads the team in steals, averaging 2.9 snags per game. Leading the team in assists is Candace Croft, averaging 3.9 dimes per game. And as a whole, the Lady Warriors are averaging 46.5 points per game on offense, and their defense is allowing 41.4. Justin, give us your thoughts on this Lady Warrior team right now.
Well, with this year, these girls have done a heck of a job improving their skills, especially from last year, in the offseason to now. They have a lot of weapons, Mitch, and when it comes to rebounding, scoring, passing, steals, all those are like someone else's specialty that they're really good at, which is really dangerous for a team, especially in the postseason. But it's going to be interesting to see what they do this time around going against Pioneer defensively against Stryker and McCrew. McKed.
No, and you're exactly right. Just because it was an easier time just a couple of weeks ago, hey, we found out Monday, you throw records out the window.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
We were expecting South Central to beat North Judson St. Pierre. The Lady Jays just showed up on their home floor and made it happen, where they had lost to South Central by 22 in the regular season. They end up winning in the game that mattered most. So when it comes down to a game like this, records out the window, I assume.
Absolutely. And when when your season's on the line, not only for seniors but underclassmen as well, you have a little bit more juice. You have a little bit more energy, if you will, especially with the underdog team. And I guess we can say Pioneer, can be the underdog, I guess, in this situation. So, it's just a beautiful thing to see in the postseason for this to happen. I'm excited, Mitch. I think we'll have a good one tonight like we have one right now we're watching.
Yeah, 16.3 seconds to go here, 34-34, and North Miami has the ball at the top of the key. It looks like this is Musall back up top. They're going to hold this for the last shot here, 5 seconds to go. We'll see who wins this game here.
Got to shoot it right here.
Wide open.
This could be it, Mitch.
No, too short.
Okay, we got a little extra time.
We have plenty of time.
Can I go to the hospitality room?
We might need to go to the hospitality room.
I'm hungry, man. I'm just joking. I had some food before because I knew it wouldn't be back in time. But heck, man, hospitality room, I'm sure they have cookies or something.
They had pizza. They've got salad. They've got Gatorades.
And the funny thing is, when I was a player, I had no idea there was a hospitality room until I became a coach.
Yeah, of course.
And then I'm just like, no wonder why all the coaches are chubbier than normal. They're freaking coming.
Well, we're full of excitement and energy tonight here at North Miami High School. The first time we've actually been here and broadcast a game for myself. Of course, I'm sure WKVI, in the 57-year history of Harold Welter, I'm sure he's been here before many times. But for me, this is Justin and I's first time together on a broadcast. Have you played here?
I did not play here. I've coached here, but I never played here.
A pretty nice gym, really.
It is nice.
You look in the center, you see the Warrior. That's the North Miami mascot center court. Nice emblem. Red and black is the color scheme. Now, that's the school colors I had from Rushford.
Okay,
red and black.
So you like red.
I got to love the red and black, you know.
There you go. I like red. Don't get me wrong. It's a good color.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks. We are expecting a great evening of IHSAA girls basketball sectional action as we appreciate you joining us on the KVB pregame show. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors as the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Big time shout out to my good friend John Thompson, as the Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We appreciate them supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on KVB's WKVI. We are lucky to say no injuries to report tonight, as that is your Pulaski Memorial Hospital injury report. We are now in overtime, and this game won 34-34. It's going down to the wire right now. Neither team is able to get a bucket here, Justin.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's both of these teams, I think, are kind of not stalling, but being patient. They don't want to turn the ball over. They want to get a good look, and they're just passing it back and forth. And both teams are running zone.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
It's kind of smart for them just to be patient on it.
Well, neither of these two teams are our area teams, but the winner of this game does play, hopefully, one of our area teams in the Winamac Lady Warriors. You see them across the way. They're ready to go. They've got their warm-ups on. They're ready to take the floor with 2 minutes left here in this overtime period. Lewis Cass taking their time, as this is Anna Lee Hedrick up top.
Sorry, Mitch. Here's the funny thing. Lewis Cass beat North Miami, I think, in the regular season by like 15.
Wow.
So
here we are again.
Just proved our point that regular season doesn't mean anything.
It really doesn't. Big time three, top of the key for number 15 of Lewis Cass, Miley Sipe, no good. And then it looks like a timeout by head coach Lori Working. She wants to talk things over for North Miami. We had a chance to see North Miami, the Lady Warriors, and, of course, the boys basketball team on January 13th last month. Of course, we picked that game up at the Nest when all that weather was happening. Man, it got cold. We really haven't talked about it, how cold it actually got. Well, and, that was a rough time, rough stretch of games there that got postponed and rescheduled. We were able to pick that game up at the Nest. So we've seen the North Miami Lady Warriors before. They're scrapping and clawing in this game here.
They are, and it looked like their best player, Hanley, the senior, looks like she twisted her ankle towards that last possession. So she's getting 10 to about one of our trainers that used to be a trainer for Winamac.
Oh, really?
And she's a really good trainer. She's with North Miami now. Shout out to her.
Well, like I said, we're standing by and awaiting the end of this game. We've jumped the gun by going on the air a little early. We weren't expecting it to go to overtime. Of course, we were scheduled to go live at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. It's already 7:31 Eastern, 6:31 Central. So we're just hanging out, having a good time. Mitch Columbi along with Justin Ruff. Did you have a good day today?
I did have a good day. Good day at work. And then I had a little kids dribbling practice.
Yeah, got to get the hands right.
Got our first game tomorrow, 7-year-olds.
Oh.
Wish me luck.
Who you taking on?
7-footers, feels like. Just big kids, big 7-year-olds.
Well, enjoy.
I did my scouting.
Fun. It should be a lot of fun. Good luck. Well, out of the timeout, let's call a little bit of this game here, as this is North Miami with the ball. It's Caden Hanley who's going to hand off.
Looks like she's okay.
Emily Smith now. Top of the key for North Miami. Smith dribbling.
There's no points.
No points in this overtime.
Wow.
34-34. They are holding on for dear life. Here comes Smith inside, back out up top. It's Hanley. Little weave option up top, finds it back to the hands of Hanley, and then back to Smith.
So these North Miami Warriors, they're two-time defending sectional champs. They've won 2 years in a row. So if Cass can knock them off on their court to end that 2-year streak, I'm sure will make the Cass Kings a little bit happy.
Last minute here, the overtime of game 1 between North Miami and Lewis Cass. It's Hanley driving inside. Oh, she lost it. It's stolen by Lewis Cass. Ooh. My goodness, full court pressure from the Lady Warriors here. They're going to have to push it forward. They do, and then a timeout by head coach Kyle Amore of Lewis Cass. And I had a chance, Kyle Amore actually came up while I was setting up the booth. He said, hey, is Nathan Welter going to be with you tonight? I said, no, unfortunately not. Yeah. He said, well, you make sure to tell Nathan Welter I said hello. So if you're listening, Nathan, head coach Kyle Amore of the Lewis Cass Kings wanted me to tell you personally. He says hello and hopes you are doing well.
You probably said, no, unfortunately not. Unfortunately, I have this dude named Justin Ruff here. With my last resort, my last call, man. So, and he's like, oh, sorry, dude.
Well, you may be also wondering where Terry Minix is. He, of course, is following the Oregon Davis Lady Cats. His daughter is the head coach of Oregon Davis. That's Aubrey Lady, as well as the athletic director. I just got a score update from Doug Griffiths. Of course, that game was on Max 98.3 FM with the boss, Tony Ross, and Doug. And Scott Masters, our old friend Scott, brings such an energy to the broadcast. But the final, unfortunately, saw Marquette Catholic beat Oregon Davis 66-44. Tough loss for Oregon Davis as they finish off their year. But yeah, tough loss if you're just joining us from KVB's WYMR. That's Max 98.3 FM. We are so glad you are here as we're still awaiting game 1 to finish. They're in overtime, 34-34, and Lewis Cass is at the line. The winner of this game would play the winner of the Winamac Lady Warriors and the Pioneer Lady Panthers, which is why we're here and we're standing by for that game. And looks like we said someone got fouled on the inside, and number 4 for Lewis Cass, Annalie Hedrick, is at the line. Crucial free throws, Jay.
It is, and he's
having a chat with the scores table now.
These coaches, neither of them, I'm assuming, do not want their seasons to end.
No, absolutely not.
They're making sure that the refs are on it. They're trying to decide something. I don't know, maybe what they're having for dinner tonight after this. I don't know, Mitch, but it looks like they're came up with the decision. I don't know what his places is there to eat here in Denver, Indiana. I don't know.
I haven't checked them out yet.
There's a good hospitality room, I heard.
Yeah. Hedrick's first free throw is up, away, and no good.
That's a big miss.
It 34-34.
That's a big miss.
That's a huge miss. 26.2 seconds to go. Here's the second free throw to try to take the lead for Lewis Cass.
This could be a bigger one here.
Hedrick at the line. She hits the second one, 35-34.
I don't think they have any timeouts left.
The Kings lead. Here comes North Miami. It's Hanley, top of the key. Caden, the senior, getting it to number 10. That's Lainey Musall. Then to Emily Smith. Back to Hanley. Skip pass. Then back up top to Emily Smith. Here she comes inside. Far corner. It's number 1. Then back up top. Last 5 seconds here. Caden Hanley fades away from 14. No good.
No.
Rebounded. Put back is no good.
Wow.
And that will be the end of the ball game. The Lewis Cass Lady Kings prevail over North Miami 35-34. And you see Caden Hanley, the senior, falls to her knees. She can't believe it. She had the shot fading away. It just didn't go her way.
That's tough.
So the Lewis Cass Lady Kings will move on and face the winner between Winamac and Pioneer, which is coming your way. My goodness. Stay tuned. We're going to hear from Adam Berry of the Lady Panthers and Tony Stasiak of the Lady Warriors after the break in the KVB Coaches Corner. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is all about community and keeping our community spotlight shining on the accomplishments of our youth. That's why PMH is proud to be a sponsor of our local high school sports action on WKVI, our community radio station. Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392.
It's time to hear from the coaches in the KVB Coaches Corner. Here's Mitch Columbi.
I'm here with head coach Adam Berry of the Pioneer Lady Panthers. Coach, you come into tonight's semifinal round matchup against the Winamac Lady Warriors. Earlier on in the season, a different tale. What has to change tonight to make sure it goes in your favor?
Yes, last week we played Winamac, and hats off to them. They played great. Honestly, we did not play our best basketball. But to be successful tonight, we're going to have to limit unforced turnovers, unforced mistakes, and cover up their shooters. And they want to try to get to the middle to get out to their shooters. So that's going to be a focus for us. But the positive is our last 2 games of the regular season have been our best basketball, and we are truly playing our best going into sectionals.
What's your message to the Lady Panthers sounding like right now?
Composure. They're probably going to be a little nervous. We don't have a ton of returners coming back, but it's sectional time. And, come sectionals, it's anyone's ball game. I know every coach says it. It's cliche, but that's what's great about Indiana basketball is everybody makes the tournament. And it truly is anyone's week. Obviously a little luck always has to go your way, even if you're going for a state championship. But we know any given night we can beat anybody. We beat a great North Judson team last week. I think that gave the girls a lot of confidence going into this week.
Message to Panther Nation who may be listening.
We're going to go out and we're going to play hard. We're going to hold our composure. We're going to play hard, and we're going to be in this game at the end.
Sounds like a great atmosphere in here, Coach. It's going to be a great game. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
I'm here with head coach Tony Stasiak of the Winamac Lady Warriors. Here we are, Coach, the semifinal round of the sectionals. You saw Pioneer just a short time ago. What do you think changes tonight?
Well, I know we're more healthy than we were when we played Pioneer. I like that about us because I think Croft played maybe 8 minutes, didn't play at all in the fourth quarter. And we had some other nagging injuries we were dealing with, and illness was kind of running through. So I feel good about our health compared to that. Other than that, they're playing better. I mean, they turned around after that loss and beat Judson at Judson, which we know how tough Judson is. And then they almost beat West Central. They led most of the game and then kind of gave it up in the fourth. So they're playing pretty well. I mean, it took them all year with a new coach to figure out what they were doing. I know what that's like. But last year I thought we were pretty dangerous when we got to the sectional, and we gave, North Miami, who won it, all they could for 2.5 quarters. So sometimes it's good to be, the underdog in a sectional that nobody's talking about. And, when you lost to a team, we kind of more worried about ourselves at the same time. They're going to make adjustments. It's a rivalry. Yeah. I mean, both teams are going to get fired up. Nobody's going to overlook anybody. So just a matter of coming out and executing. I like now the fact that we played on the floor. I think it's a big advantage when neither team's played on that floor. Neither of us played North Miami yet. Yet. So the fact that we got in this environment, I think we got to hopefully shake the rust and nerves out. So maybe they'll have some tonight. Hope so.
What's a key to the game for you guys right now?
Defense on number 10, McKenna Stricker. She's our best player, makes them go. Likes to drive to draw fouls. I think against Judson, she went 13 of 14 from the free throw line. We can't have that. And then McKeag, number 20, is a really good three-point shooter. We need to keep her from getting hot from three. Those are the two that make them go. When they play well, those two put up big points. When they struggle, those two don't. So that's kind of what we're going to focus on.
Message to Warrior Nation who may be listening.
Well, I hope you're here. If not, I hope we give you a reason to come back tomorrow. So thanks for your support. Whatever you're doing, say a few prayers, cheer loud, whatever you're at. We'll take whatever we can get, and hopefully we give you, like I said, a reason to show up to a game tomorrow night.
Go get him, Coach.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Hey folks, Auto Park Fort LaPorte has got some news for you. We now have the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in LaPorte County. So if you're in the market, come and check us out, because right now is the best time to trade in your current vehicle. Not interested in purchasing a vehicle? That's okay. We'll buy yours even if you don't buy ours. Not currently in the market, but your car needs serviced? Come check out our newly renovated service department and let them take care of all your service needs. And remember, we're not just an auto dealer, we're an auto park.
Time now for the keys to the game. Sponsored by the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen.
All right, as we get set for Indiana High School girls basketball sectional action, what are your keys to the game as a Pioneer Lady Panther, Justin?
Well, they got to get back in transition. Winamac has some fast guards, Croft, Maggie Smith, so they got to make sure they bust their tails back and get back on defense. Also, get the Warriors in foul trouble. They were in foul trouble during the Tuesday night's game that caused them some issues. Had Wabash come back. So get the Warriors in foul trouble.
All right, now flip sides. If you're the head coach of the Winamac Lady Warriors, what are you and your coaching staff's keys to the game tonight?
Stay out of foul trouble. You got to stay out of foul trouble. Play smart defense. Make sure you know what you're doing in your rotations if you're in the 2-3 zone. Also, you got to contain Stryker and McKeag. They're two best players for the Panthers.
That's our keys to the game, sponsored by the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen. Go ahead, take a break. We're going to take one with you. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Have you ever wondered how much I could sell my vehicle for? Well, Auto Park Chevrolet GMC can help with that. We're looking to buy your vehicle. It is a quick, simple process that puts money in your pocket. Stop by the Auto Park on Oak Road for one of our sales professionals to assess your vehicle and have a cash price for you in moments. If you're looking to trade, we have stacks of inventory for you to choose from, or you can walk away with a check in hand. Don't hassle with listing on Marketplace or waiting forever to sell it privately. Let us make you an offer today. Auto Park Chevrolet GMC. Check us out at www.autoparkchevroletbuickgmc.com or call 574-936-5590 or come to see us next to Walmart in Plymouth.
Kankakee Valley REMC is excited to announce that applications for their youth programs are now available. If you know a student in 6th grade or a junior in high school, encourage them to apply for Camp Kilowatt or Youth Tour to Washington, D.C. Our fun summer experiences are designed to ignite curiosity, foster leadership, and provide hands-on experiences. For high school seniors gearing up for college next fall, KVREMC is offering $8,000 in scholarships through the Operation Roundup program. Let KVREMC fuel your academic journey by providing the financial support you need. Are you ready to apply? The deadline is March 1st. Visit kvremc.com to get started.
Puts up a floater. Oh my gosh! High off the glass.
Now it's time for the KVB starting lineups.
For the Lady Panthers of Pioneer from Royal Center, Indiana. Starting at point guard is McKenna Stryker. The 2 guard is Lois Layer. Starting at small forward is Mia McKay. At the 4 is Gracie Hopper. And at the 5 is Kinsey Hathaway. for the Lady Warriors of Winamac, Indiana. Starting at point guard, we will see Candace Croft. The 2 guard is Maggie Smith. Starting small forward is Piper Link. At the power forward position is Marissa Iverson. And at the 5 is Sadie Popejoy. That is our KVB starting lineups as we will be back to get set for tip-off. Hey, you are listening to KVB's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
5-Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owner serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
Kankakee Valley Broadcasting, bringing you Indiana High School basketball on 99.3 FM, The Valley.
From North Miami High School in Denver, Indiana, welcome to game number 29 of our Indiana High School basketball season between the Pioneer Lady Panthers and the Winamac Lady Warriors. I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be there. We also want to let you know about Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WYMR. Join the boss, Tony Ross, on Max 98.3 FM every day as well for even more content involving your area. Between WYMR and WKVI, Kankakee Valley Broadcasting has you covered. Hey, don't hesitate. Follow us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X, formerly Twitter, at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. You can listen to us on your phone. Just go to one of our social media sites I mentioned and tap the link on our page. No excuses. We are literally in the palm of your hand. We are proud to let you know the public address announcer tonight at North Miami is Pat Masters. The scoreboard operator is Jeff Hagan. In charge of the official scorebook tonight is Mark Leedy. Our officials for this evening are Joseph Brewer, Justin Markley, Robert Pruitt, with the alternate being Tim Smith if needed. Breaking things down and analyzing play, we are honored to have Justin Ruff as our sports analyst. And Justin, we look around our area teams. Unfortunate tough loss for the Oregon Davis Lady Cats. We announced it a little bit ago. We got the text from commentator Doug Griffiths, of course, KVB's WYMR, along with the boss Tony Ross and our old friend Scott Masters were on the call for that game. The Oregon Davis Lady Cats fall to Marquette Catholic 66-44. Tough way to go out for the Oregon Davis Lady Cats, but we are going to have a chance to talk with head coach Aubrey Lady tomorrow morning on the Saturday Sports Line. That's the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. Coach Lady will be in to talk about this season as well as her team in the future. You know, it's a young team there at Oregon Davis JR, and although things didn't go their way tonight, I know it can only mean better things are to come.
Right, and I think you're right there, Mitch. Things, good things are happening there with Coach Lady. She knows what she's doing. She's been, around the basketball land for quite some time now. But they went down against a team in Marquette Catholic that, of course, favorites to win that sectional. So, they got to keep their heads up and continue to focus on getting better, moving on for next year.
Also in action tonight are the North Judson St. Pierre Lady Blue Jays taking on Career Academy. Hopefully we'll get a score update on that game as hey, if the Lady Jays get to the championship round, they will be in action tomorrow. Of course, they're hosting that sectional, and we will be there tomorrow, pending the North Judson St. Pierre Lady Blue Jays take care of business against Career Academy. But hey, Warrior Nation, don't worry. I've set everything up to have our very own Justin Ruff. Hey, I've been approved by the IHSAA, buddy. We're getting you a spot in here. We're going to have a live remote so that you can be plugged in right back to us in the nest and give live reports tomorrow, pending the Warriors take care of business tonight against Pioneer as well. So everything's pending at this moment in time, whether we're in the nest tomorrow, whether Justin is able to come back to North Miami tomorrow night. If both the Blue Jays and the Warriors win tonight, we're going to bring you action from both games. So don't worry, KVB's WKVI has got you covered. I also remind you every morning to join Rich Wallen on the WKVI Morning Show Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central. Catch local news as well for our area with Kankakee Valley Broadcasting News Director Anita Gooden, who covers news on WYMR and WKVI. You can catch our stories on WKVI.com and Max983.net to stay up to speed in your local area. Taking a break. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is all about community and keeping our community spotlight shining on the accomplishments of our youth. That's why PMH is proud to be a sponsor of our local high school sports action on WKVI, our community radio station. Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record-keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere. Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox. Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989. Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration, your local Armstrong dealer, a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we know that when agriculture thrives, we all do. It's the heart and grit of our agricultural communities that keep the crops coming in and the livestock cared for day and night. That's why we build financial solutions around the needs and schedules of our ag clients. I'm Isaac Blue, ag banker at Knox, North Judson, and Culver. If you're looking for a financial partner that has over 135 years experience in understanding and supporting agriculture, I'd like to hear from you. Let's harvest success together. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
The tradition continues with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Back in North Miami High School in Denver, Indiana, we welcome you to game number 29 of our Indiana high school basketball season between the Pioneer Lady Panthers and the Winamac Lady Warriors. Wow, we already saw fireworks in game one as it went into overtime. Lewis Cass prevails over North Miami. They will take on the winner of this game here, the Winamac Lady Warriors or the Pioneer Lady Panthers. As tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joas Nepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by First Farmers Bank and Trust, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Hey, I'll be honest with you, we need your help. Contact us at 574-772-6241. We need sponsors. We want to keep the tradition alive, and in order to do that, we need sponsors. This costs money. I'm not doing this for free. I'm not doing it for fun either. We got to pay Justin. We got to get gas. We got bills to pay. We need your help. 574-772-6241. The more, the merrier. I'll find something to sponsor. You better believe it. 574-772-6241 or email me, Mitch at WKVI.com. Be part of this tradition and help it continue on for another 57 years. I look forward to your call or email. Well, Justin, I bumped the table. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. Minute 30 here before we start this game. Let's just go ahead and wrap things up from the pregame. All in all, for the Winamac Lady Warriors, what has to happen tonight?
Well, I mean, of course, they got to bring their A game. They got to really dissect the 2-3 zone. Last time they played Pioneer, it was a 2-3 zone. Granted, they could switch it up, because normally when you play a team in the regular season, especially, they knew that they might play each other. So, they don't really want to run the same stuff that they did last time. So we might see something different from Pioneer.
Well, and then interesting thing from the KVB coach's corner, you may have heard earlier, Coach Tony Stasiak said the last time we faced him, we had some injuries, one of them being Candace Croft.
Right.
Now tonight, Croft is back. Croft, the leading scorer on this Lady Warrior team. From that talk with head coach Tony Stasiak, he believes they should not only get the job done, but get the job done right early.
Right, and she's not only the leading scorer, she's the IQ on this team. She leads the team in passes to assist. She's really good with the ball in her hands, dishing it out to her teammates. She's got great vision. She's another one that's been playing basketball for a while, so she knows what to do with the ball in her hands.
Well, they're about to go through the starting lineups. We'll remind you who they are for the Lady Panthers of Pioneer from Royal Center, Indiana. Starting at point guard is McKenna Stryker. The 2 guard is Lois Layer. The 3 is Mia McKaig. The 4 is Gracie Hopper. And at the center position is Kinsey Hathaway. For the Lady Warriors of Winamac, Candace Croft at the 1. Maggie Smith at the 2. Sadie Popejoy at the 3. Marissa Iverson at the 4. And Piper Link at the 5. We're going to take a timeout for our national anthem. Every morning, join Rich Wallen on the WKVI Morning Show, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central. Catch local news as well for our area with Kankakee Valley Broadcasting News Director Anita Gooden, who covers news on WYMR and WKVI. You can catch our stories on WKVI.com and Max983.net to stay up to speed in your local area. Hey, I'm Mitch Columbi, proud to be doing the play-by-play as we are set for Indiana High School girls basketball sectional action from Denver, Indiana. Tonight's tip-off is brought to you in part by Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac. We also appreciate them being the sponsor for the Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week Award given out each week on the Saturday Sports Line. That's the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. We will have all area girls basketball head coaches on the Saturday Sports Line tomorrow. We invite you to tune in for all of our area girls basketball teams. We're going to talk about them as well as some other boys basketball teams. So, jam-packed show tomorrow. I'm already anticipating we're going into overtime on the Saturday Sports Line tomorrow. We are bunching up everybody for a great show tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central. Myself, along with sports analyst Chris McGowan. So excited to see Chris. Tough week for the Lady Tigers. It didn't end the way they wanted it to. But we'll catch up with Chris, and he'll finalize things for the year, as it was another fantastic year for the Lady Tigers of Tri-Township. 21 wins. My goodness, that is not easy to do. And they did it in the regular season, the best regular season team in Lady Tiger history. And what can you say? Hey, it is what it is. That's Indiana high school basketball. And I kind of know what that feeling's like. I kind of have a feeling. I know what that feeling's like. It's not fun, but it's part of it. We look across the way. We see Athletic Director Brian Leverins is in attendance. Of course, Warrior Nation is in full force tonight. We see the cheerleaders as well as the Winamac Warrior cheer block supporting their Warriors.
Lots of boys players there. That's good supporting them.
Good support. And we're here.
Here. You know.
WKVI will always be there. And we're so glad to be here for you. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Justin Ruff. The Pioneer Lady Panthers take on the Winamac Lady Warriors for the second time in the last couple of weeks. Huge win for the Warriors that night. The Pioneer Lady Panthers, they're going to have to put that in the rear view. They're definitely going to have to put it in the rear view.
And again, me being a spectacular analyst that I am, Mitch, I watched film on that game along with another one for Pioneer. What caught my attention was Winamac actually ran a box and one on McKeag. We'll see if they do that. Here's what I would probably think they would do. They might run a triangle and two. Knowing Stasiak, they might run a triangle and two.
You think he might change things up?
Yeah, because that's what you do. You normally don't run the same thing defensively.
Unless you're that confident.
Unless you're really confident. And, box and one can be a little bit sketchy, but I won't be surprised if we see the triangle and two early, maybe throw the best two players out of their rhythm, get in their heads a little bit, because Winamac has the players to do that. You can Maggie Smith, who's not enjoyable to be guarded by, and Sadie Popejoy has really stepped up her defense ability. So if you're Stasiak, I think he is considering that. That's my guess.
Check. So in the middle, it's Marissa Iverson. And number 21, Kinsey Hathaway.
Here we go, Mitch.
Our Web Printing JT Shirt Shack tip is up and away. Iverson controls it. Croft tracks it down. It goes sailing out of bounds. And it looks like it's last touched by Croft. So it will be Pioneer Lady Panther ball here in the first.
Oh, wow. Look what they did. Look what they're doing.
Yep.
They're playing a triangle and two. Woo.
Very interesting here. Well, that's what we pay you for.
Yeah. I know Stasiak, and he likes to switch things up.
So here's Gracie Hopper, finds it back to Gracie. She pops a right elbow shot from 15, no good, and rebounded on the inside by Sadie Popejoy. The Warriors bring it forward. Popejoy gets it to Maggie Smith. She brings it up to the top of the key. She finds Candace Croft. Now to Piper Link at the left elbow. Trying to get inside. Picks up her dribble. Back out to Maggie Smith. Smith dancing around, looks to the near
good
corner.
skip pass.
Candace Croft pops the three. No good, too hard. Rebounded by Piper Link on the inside. Her putback is blocked. And it is secured by the Lady Panthers. 7 minutes, 1 minute already gone by here in the opening quarter. We are scoreless. From North Miami High School, the Winamac Lady Warriors taking on the Pioneer Lady Panthers here in semifinal round of Sectional 36.
Maggie Smith all over their best player, Pioneer striker, not letting her move without her being in her face.
Lois Layer gets it to Mia McKeag at the top of the key. Popejoy's on her, swings it over to number 21, Kinsey Hathaway, then to the far corner, number 32, Gracie Hopper. Back up top, it's number 22, Lois Layer. She then finds number 13, Gracie Hopper, then back up top to Kinsey Hathaway. Swings it over in front of the Warrior bench, it's number 20, that's Mia McKeag. McKeag, near corner, number 22, that's Lois Layer. Layer brings it back out up top. They're going to reset here.
They don't really know what to run without.
They don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they don't know what to do, really. The ball is now in her hands, striker, so we'll see what they do.
Smith, who is guarding Striker, up at the top of the key. Striker gets it over to Gracie Hopper, then back up top to Lois Layer. Layer dribbling, dump off to number 10. That's Striker inside, no good, and rebounded by Iverson. Here comes Croft, pushing it forward to Maggie Smith. Smith near corner, back up top. This is Croft. Skip past Sadie Popejoy. Here comes Popejoy inside, back out to Croft up top. Looks like a 3-2 here, Jay.
Yep, 3-2.
Back up, Croft, for three is no good. Too short.
Ooh, got her.
Rebounded inside by number 22, Lois Layer. And a fight for the rebound. Sees Piper Link pick up a foul here.
It's not a really smart decision by the senior Piper Link. Got to be smart, and there was really no need for that. Just got to get back on defense. But she'll be smart. She won't make any more, though. She's a smart player.
Lois Layer to bring it forward for the Lady Panthers. Thought about a three, but no. Kicks it over to Kinsey Hathaway. Back to Layer, then hand off to McKeag. Mia McKeag brings it back out with Sadie Popejoy on her. Skip pass up top. It is Lois Layer now at the volleyball line. Here comes Layer. Steps into a three. Top of the key. No good. In and out. And rebounded by Piper Link. Link up to Smith. Here come the Lady Warriors. Smith getting inside. Tried to dump off to Marissa Iverson. It's stolen. First turnover for the Lady Warriors. And here comes Striker.
Hathaway read that pass perfectly. Good steal by her.
McKenna Striker on the inside, took on three. Warriors puts up a shot, no good. Croft comes up with a rebound, but then lost it right off her knee. Out of bounds, it'll stay here.
Mitch, I think, just a hunch, I feel like it's going to be a low-scoring game. With these defenses, being really engaged right now on both sides.
Top of the key, it's now number 20, Mia McKeag. Here comes help from Sadie Popejoy. She gets rid of it now to Kinsey Hathaway. Back up top, it's McKeag. Popejoy on her. McKeag goes left, and then a foul is called on Popejoy.
Yep, Popejoy, that is her first, but that was the right call. She got too hungry there, got a little bit impatient, and she reached for the ball. That was a good call by the ref, and just got to be smarter for the freshman there.
Sideline out of bounds play. Kicks it up top to number 22, Lois Layer. Layer, then over to 13, Gracie Hopper. Near corner to Kinsey Hathaway. Then back up top to Striker. McKenna Striker takes on Smith, picks up her dribble. Now Smith is all over. Head coach Tony Stasiak wanted a push off. Nothing called. Here comes number 20. It's Mia McKeag on the inside. Puts up a right-handed layup. No good. She gets her own rebound. Second putback's no good and rebounded by Maggie Smith. Smith brings it across the 10-second line. She gets it to Sadie Popejoy. Far corner. No good from 17. Rebounded inside by number 22, Kinsey Hathaway. And here come the Lady Panthers.
Nothing has been easy for either team. And Pioneers really had to work on each shot. We'll see if maybe at a timeout soon they can draw up something for either team.
Entry pass to number 22, Lois Layer. Then back up top to Striker. McKeag. Then back to Hathaway. That was Lois Layer for three. No good. Rebounded by Marissa Iverson. Here comes Sadie Popejoy, the Winamac Lady Warriors. Nobody has scored a point yet. Back up top, Maggie Smith swings it over to Croft, inside to Iverson. The left block goes. Marissa Iverson scores the first points of this ball game. 2:55 to go in the first. It took a while.
It took a while, but that was good, passing basketball by the Warriors. Really used each other, and they were quick about it, too. They didn't take their time.
Layer pops a big
there we
time
go.
three.
It just takes one, Mitch.
Lois Layer stepped into a wide-open three. The Lady Panthers take a 1-point lead. It's 3-2 here.
That was a good, confident shot, and that's what she needs to do when they're in the triangle and two.
Here's corner, Sadie Popejoy for
Here
three.
We go. Here we
Splash! Big-time shot. 5-3. 2-point ball game for the Warriors. Big-time shot from Sadie Popejoy.
Same defense here for Winamac.
Lois Layer then kicks it over to Gracie Hopper. Back up top to Mia McCaig. Sadie Popejoy on her. Back over to Layer. Three on the way.
Here we go.
My goodness.
It's a party.
Back-to-back threes. 6-5. A 1-point lead as Lois Layer's on fire here. And Candace Croft skipped past to Maggie Smith. She pops the three. No good. She almost tracks her own rebound down, but it's picked up by number 13, Gracie Hopper. Then a fight for it, almost stolen. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Candace Croft, I believe. We're also going to see Lily Bennett check in, and checking out is Sadie Popejoy.
I like Lily Bennett. She does all the small things. She doesn't force anything. Senior, she's a good vocal leader, and she's a smart individual. She got the Lily, this year, so she's
going to Butler.
She's going to Butler, which is a good decision, I think. That's a good school.
On the other end of the floor from 15, it's number 13, Gracie Hopper. No good. Rebounded by the Warriors. They push it to Maggie Smith. Trying to get it to Lily Bennett. They do. Then back to Piper Link at the left elbow. Back up top. Swings it over to Maggie Smith. Smith back to Candace Croft. Then to the near corner. Oh, man, they're going to call a foul on the floor right as Lily Bennett pops a 15-footer.
Yeah, looks like they're calling on number 10. That would be Stricker. That's her first. But, yeah, that's Lily Bennett's shot right there. She likes the 16-footers, mid-range shots.
Out of bounds play
nice
underneath
pass.
Her own basket. Dump off the Piper Link. She gets the and one to go. I love out of bounds plays, man. Those are fun.
They can get you, too. They can just deflate your balloon.
Oh, yeah.
And then they can, really get another team going.
We're going to see Marissa Iverson check out, and checking in is number 24 for the Winamac Lady Warriors. That's Kaylin O'Connor. So at the line, it's Piper Link here.
That was a beautiful pass by Candace Croft, too. Just right where Piper Link wanted it.
She gets the three-point play to go through. 8-6 now's the score. The Winamac Lady Warriors lead, and they're picking up somewhat full court here.
It's still that triangle and two, Mitch. They're just following Stryker and McKeag. They're not letting them breathe.
Yeah, very interesting here, as Maggie Smith is literally face guarding McKenna Stryker all the way on the floor, every spot. Stryker trying to get inside on Smith. Here comes the help. Back out. Lois Layer for three. No good. Falls into the hands of number 11, Casey Webb. Her putback's no good. Ooh. And then a fight for the rebound. Sees a jump ball pointing in favor of Winamac.
Yeah, now when Winamac's in that triangle and two, they have to know where number 22 is in Layer, because she's already knocked down two of them.
So here we go, last 30 seconds of the first quarter.
Last couple minutes have been, exciting. Heck, I think a guy almost fell asleep over there in the first 2 minutes.
Here we go, last 15 seconds. Candace Croft at the top of the key for the Warriors. They're holding for one shot here as they lead by two, 8-6. They swing it over to Maggie Smith. Smith back around, up top over to Croft. Croft entry pass to Piper Link at the left block. Turnaround shot's no good. She gets her own rebound, and that will be the end of the first quarter. 8-6, the Winamac Lady Warriors lead the Pioneer Lady Panthers. We're going to take a break and come back. Second quarter action is coming your way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Howard's Marathon of Winamac, serving Pulaski County for 44 years. Call 574-946-6894 and ask for Howard or Dean. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and being part of this wonderful tradition. We go to the second quarter. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Justin Ruff. Thank you for being here. Friday night, Indiana High School sectional basketball is right here on KVB's WKVI. So out of the quarter break, the Pioneer Lady Panthers will have possession here. They kick it back court to Lois Layer, and she brings it across half court. Lois, near corner, number 13, Gracie Hopper. Back up top to Mia McCaig. Lily Bennett on her, takes the pick. McCaig pops it from the left elbow, no good, and it goes out of bounds. I think it caught some air there.
Yep, sure did. And, Winamac still in that triangle and two, just really causing both McCaig and Stryker issues on the offensive end.
Croft brings it across half court for the Warriors. She gets it to Piper Link, then near corner. Lily Bennett pops a 16-footer, no good. And rebounded by McKenna Stryker. Here come the Pioneer Panthers trying to put something together here in the second.
They just really haven't found their offensive rhythm in this. Besides having Layer hit those 2 threes, other than that, there really hasn't been much spark.
Layer picks up her dribble. Croft attacks. Then she gets rid of it to Mia McCaig. McCaig swings it over to Gracie Hopper. Hopper, extended wing on the other side of the floor, has Piper Link on her. Skip pass to Lois Layer. Lois gets it inside to Hopper. Back out to the near corner, number 21, Kinsey Hathaway, and then up top to Mia McCaig. McCaig almost lost it. Maggie Smith getting in there. She gets it back to McKenna Stryker, though. Stricker.
I've been saying Stryker is a
inside turnaround shot, no good, and rebounded by Piper Link. She gets it to Candace Croft, and here comes Croft. Crossing half court, kicks it over. Now Croft pops the three, no good, and rebounded inside by McKenna Stryker.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? They call it offensive foul, little push by Stryker, and I think what created that, Mitch, was the coaching staff over here for Winamac. They've been chirping on that for the last couple of possessions. And that time, that referee finally saw what they were seeing, and they called it on her.
It looks like the Winamac Lady Warriors are going to call a timeout here and talk things over. Up by 2 with 6:18 to go here in the first half. Tonight's game is sponsored in part by McGrath Refrigeration, a family-owned business since 1967, and your local Armstrong Air Dealer. Call them for all your heating and cooling needs at 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right. We appreciate them and their support toward helping continue the tradition. We thank Farm Fertilizer for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Call them at 574-867-2441. That's Farm Fertilizer, helping to move the bar on yield and crop investment returns. Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Candace Croft to take it out. She kicks it up to Maggie Smith. Smith going inside, back out to Sadie Popejoy. Pops the three, top of the key. No good. Fight for the rebound on the inside.
Jump ball. Yeah, both teams jumped high in the sky, too. But it looks like it's Winamac ball, sideline out of bounds.
Keeps it here. Croft out, up top to Popejoy, then back to Croft in the far corner, up to Popejoy, then swings it over to Maggie Smith. Entry pass to Marissa Iverson. It's stolen by the Panthers. And then another jump ball called because Maggie Smith got in there.
Yeah, that was a tough pass, though, by Maggie Smith. Kind of just didn't see that it was overly crowded by Iverson, and she just couldn't get her hands on the ball.
Full court pressure from the Winamac Lady Warriors. Mia McCaig gets it in to number 21. That's Kinsey Hathaway. Back to McCaig. McCaig with Smith on her.
Here it comes.
Oh, my goodness, and there it is. Head coach Adam Berry calls the timeout quickly.
Well, Stryker's not in the game right now. So, that was a genius call, actually, by Coach Stasiak. He knew that one of their best ball handlers not in, so let's go after him.
Mark's Body Shop in Knox is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. If you ever need collision repair, contact Mark at 574-772-7003. Mark told me they're hiring. Get your applications ready and turned in for consideration at Mark's Body Shop in Knox. Zingo Express of Knox is also a proud sponsor of tonight's action. Stop by Zingo Express in Knox and fuel up both you and your vehicle the Zingo Express way. Out of the timeout, 5:52 to go here in the first half. The Lady Warriors lead by 2, and they are full court pressing the Pioneer Lady Panthers. They get it into Lois Layer. She splits the defenders, brings it forward.
Oh, no.
Right behind Sadie Popejoy, pokes her hand in there, and it goes sailing out of bounds.
So what we didn't say, and that was my fault, that Striker, that was her second foul, that offensive foul. So she's out of the game for, who knows how long. So that the strategy defensively is a little bit different now for Winamac. They're pressing. It looks like they're doing a little bit man. Three-point shot here by Pioneer, miss.
Yeah, near corner 3 by number 25. Jocelyn Kane is no good, but the Lady Panthers pick up the rebound for a second chance opportunity here. It's Lois Layer with Maggie Smith all over. Now gets it back over to Kane. Ooh, she traveled, and she knew it immediately.
Yeah.
She started walking away.
Yeah, now Winamac's just in their 1-3-1 that they normally do a lot, through the whole season. Pretty much.
I don't think there's been any scoring yet in this quarter.
No, in this quarter, it's starting off like it did in the first quarter. Pretty soon, we might get some fireworks here shortly, Mitch.
Skip pass far corner. Sadie Popejoy swings it over to Maggie Smith. Then
nice shot.
Croft
nice fake.
Off the glass, gets it to go. Nice job by Candace Croft. 10-6 now, 5 minutes to go.
That's her game. She practices that a lot. That's her game.
And then on the other end of the floor, driving in, was Jocelyn Kane. I think she drawed the foul. Who was called there?
Looks like it was on Iverson. You know what I told you in the preseason, the Warriors need to do a good job at avoiding fouls. And I think that's Iverson. Well, that's Iverson's first. But like I said, Tuesday against Wabash, she was in foul trouble. And it kind of, similar to this game with Stryker, it kind of took Winamac out of their rhythm. They're the best, rebounder, offensive rebounder, best inside player out of the game. Looks like
Kane
hit both of them.
Both of the free throws, making it 10-8 here, under 5 minutes to go. It's Piper Link, back up top to Maggie Smith, swings it over. Croft now to Sadie Popejoy for threes, no good. Fight for the rebound, coming up with it is number 22, Lois Layer.
Right there, it's silliness. There's no need to foul right there, and that's one of their weaknesses, I feel like, kind of not playing the smartest basketball when it comes to fouling. They get too excited and wanting the ball, and they foul, and that's her first foul.
So it keeps it Pioneer Lady Panther ball here. Gracie Hopper trying to get it in. She finally does to Mia McKay. She crosses half court. Here comes Mia with Maggie Smith on her. Picks up her dribble. Back out up top. It's number 13, Gracie Hopper. Then swings it over to Lois Layer. Layer back to McKay up top. They're taking their time here with 4:20 to go in the first half. 10-8. The Warriors lead. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Justin Ruff. They get it inside.
Ooh.
It's Jocelyn Kane.
Very nice.
Nice move by her. She gets the right-hand layup to go. It's tied up, 10-all.
And then, Pioneer's 3-2 zone's causing some issues too. Winamac's doing a good job at swinging the ball fast, but, their 3-2 zone is not letting Winamac do what they want.
Brody Goodman checked in a few moments ago for the Lady Warriors, as well as Colrin Ulrich. Deep three from Maggie Smith. Top of the key is no good, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by them. It'll be Pioneer Lady Panther ball. This is a different ball game than it was a couple weeks ago.
It absolutely is. And, right now it's important next couple minutes by Pioneer playing without Stryker.
Lois Layer spins around, brings it across half court with Colrin Ulrich on her. Ooh, Goodman got in there and a kick ball. She came over to help on Layer. Nice job.
Yeah, you can see Coach Stasiak. He wants traps right now because he knows their best player's not in the game. But, Pioneer's holding their own. They're getting some good minutes off of Kane. She has 4. They're 10 points. And Layer's hitting 2 threes. So two of their, non-best players, scoring players, are playing good right now.
The Panthers kick it back court to Lois Layer. She brings it across half court, and here she is. She then gets it to Mia McCaig. McCaig going in, back to Layer.
Oh,
3
boy.
on the way, no good. Rebounded by Sadie Popejoy. Here comes Popejoy, over to Maggie Smith. Smith back to Popejoy. Popejoy then to the near corner. It's Corinne Ulrich. Skip pass up top to Maggie Smith. Now inside to Brody Goodman. Goodman! Foul called on the inside. Boy, a little touchy here.
Yep. That's on Hathaway. I think that's her first.
I think even Ulrich thought, really?
Yeah, I'm like, I'll take it.
I'll take it, but as Ulrich and Goodman will check out, Croft and Iverson will check back in for the Lady Warriors. It's an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket. Maggie Smith kicks it out up top to Candace Croft. Now to the far corner, back to Maggie Smith. Up top to Sadie Popejoy, swings it over to Croft. Croft to the left elbow, Piper Link back to Croft. Fakes the 3, drives inside, pops it from 15, no good, and rebounded by Gracie Hopper. She gets it to Mia McCaig, and they cross the half-court line. It's 10-10, 2:50 to go here in the first half. Mia McCaig gets it to Lois Layer. Layer back to, stolen
defense
by Sadie Popejoy. Good for her. Here comes Popejoy crossing half-court now, taking on Layer. Far corner, picks up her dribble. Skip pass all the way to the other side.
Pass.
Nice. Candace Croft goes inside, and the dump off to Marissa Iverson's no good. But she's fouled, and she's going to go to the line here.
That's just, again, like I said earlier, Candace Croft she plays basketball all summer long. She knows the game. She drives left hand to the baseline, and the help side helped out her defensively. That left Marissa Iverson wide open, and she knew that. And good left-handed pass. One of their best inside players right here, Marissa Iverson.
First free throw from Iverson is up, away, and good, as today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Culver's Portside Marina. They can make sure your boat is ready for the winter. If you need help storing or winterizing your watercraft, contact Culver's Portside Marina at 574-842-5000. Iverson's second free throw is up, away, and it is no good off the left iron, making it 11-10, a one-point ball game for the Winamac Lady Warriors. Mia McCaig comes up with the rebound. She pushes it forward to Jocelyn Kane. Kane then gets it to number 23, Julia McGrew. Then back up top, Mia McCaig pops the 3, no good, and rebounded by Sadie Popejoy.
That's her best-looking shot she's had all night. Wide open, good shot.
Popejoy gets it to Candace Croft, then to the left elbow, Piper Link. Far side of the floor, Maggie Smith for 3, in and out, no good. And then poked out of bounds by Marissa Iverson. It will be Pioneer ball.
See, if you're Coach Stasiak, you will live with those shots. Beautiful skip pass all the way on the other side to Maggie Smith, and she can hit those. She's a good three-point shooter. The ball just, it was really close. It went in and out. Everyone, it was like, ooh, shot, because, everyone went, ooh, dang it. But, you will take that if you're Coach Stasiak.
Yeah, for sure. So crossing the half-court line is Jocelyn Kane. At the top of the key, she then finds Julia McGrew. McGrew picks up her dribble, back up top to Kane, fires the 3. Top of the key is no good. Rebounded by Marissa Iverson on the inside. She kept it high.
She did. She's a tower.
And then on the other end of the floor, they tried to push it to Piper Link, and Jocelyn Kane got a hand in there, sending it out of bounds. And now checking in is Gracie Hopper for the Panthers, and checking out is McKenna Stryker.
That was one of the things, keys to the game, Mitch. See, get back on defense, and that's what Winamac likes to do. And Pioneer did a good job of getting back and stopping that.
1:35 to go in the first half. It's Popejoy back up top to Croft. Swings it over. Maggie Smith.
Here we go.
Splash! Huge 3 from Maggie Smith. 14-10.
Shoot or shoot, Mitch. Shoot or shoot. What a great confident shot by the senior Maggie Smith.
Now on the other end of the floor, it's number 23. Back up top, Mia McCaig pops the 3.
Let's go.
Oh, man.
Why not?
And
Why not?
Timeout by head coach Adam Berry after that 3. What a huge 3 it was, keeping it a one-point ball game, 14-13. 1:11 to go here in the first half. If you're a Winamac, what are you talking about in this timeout?
Well, I mean, probably keep doing what you're doing, swinging the basketball against their 2-3
Just
zone.
keep moving it.
Even in the 3-2 zone, it's effective. And when it's in a 3-2 zone, they're doing a better job at feeding the post. But those last couple of possessions, 2-3, they've been swinging it more and been hitting threes.
Well, and this is kind of what we were talking about in the last game we did. Whenever there's a zone on defense, what was I saying? You got to move the zone left to right, and that's what they're doing. Not only that, they're attacking the zone. That zone shrinks in, bang, right out to the corner. Top of the key, 3 on the way. Splash. It's my favorite. It's not hard to play a zone. In fact, that's my favorite.
That's your favorite.
It's to me, it's easy. Over to Maggie Smith. Easier said than done, maybe I should say. Inside to Marissa Iverson. Nice job. Croft lobbed the pass over the defender, and it falls into the hands of Marissa Iverson. 16-13, a 3-point lead for the Warriors.
That's Candace Croft's third assist. Just having a beautiful eye of her other teammates.
McKaig up top. Maggie Smith pestering her. She then gets it over to number 11. That is Casey Webb. Then back up top, Jocelyn Kane drives in, thought twice, brings it back out, stolen by Candace Croft. Here she comes, coast to coast, right-handed layup. No good. And rebounded by Mia McKaig.
Great hustle.
The trail, the defense was trailing and caused problems for Croft. She's going to pounce on the floor, steal it back to Maggie Smith now. Smith up, and she gets it to go.
I love it.
18-13 with the help of Maggie Smith. Her and Croft are making it happen here in the final seconds. Blocked 3 by Maggie Smith. Mia McKaig wanted a foul, and nothing's called. That's the end of the first half. 18-13. The Winamac Lady Warriors lead the Pioneer Lady Panthers. For sports analyst Justin Ruff, I'm Mitch Columbi. The Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show is coming your way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we know that when agriculture thrives, we all do. It's the heart and grit of our agricultural communities that keep the crops coming in and the livestock cared for day and night. That's why we build financial solutions around the needs and schedules of our ag clients. I'm Isaac Blue, ag banker at Knox, North Judson, and Culver. If you're looking for a financial partner that has over 135 years experience in understanding and supporting agriculture, I'd like to hear from you. Let's harvest success together. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Welcome to the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Here's Mitch Columbi.
18-13's the score here at the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be there. I am accompanied by our sports analyst, Justin Ruff. Man, what a first half that was.
Well,
what do you say?
Both quarters were quite similar. They were. Started out slow. And then boom, the fireworks started to arise in both quarters. And the end of that quarter was a great finish by the Winamac Warriors.
Wasn't it, though?
Just great momentum going in. But, if you're Pioneer, you shouldn't go into the locker room crying because you played that whole pretty much second quarter without your best player leading scorer.
Yeah.
And she's got a goose egg right now, and you're down by 5. So there's, rougher situations if you're the Panthers. So, you should be going in there, writing down notes on how to fix this and make this a closer game than it already is.
Well, if you're Pioneer now, you've had some problems. You've been able to get some shots to go, but at the same time, it's been kind of bleak.
Right.
In the sense of the shots that they're getting to fall, those big 2 threes in the first quarter, they're doing what they can to get by. But for where I'm standing, this is Winamac's game right now.
Right, and if you're Winamac, if I was Stasiak, I would continue to run the triangle in 2. It's effective. It really got them out of their rhythm. McKegg didn't start getting in her rhythm. She had a big-time 3 there towards the end of the second quarter, but she didn't really get into her rhythm that she normally does. And so, if I was Winamac, I would continue to be in there in that triangle in 2. And if I was Pioneer, you got to draw up something special to possibly get them moving a little bit more. Ball screens work.
Yes, they do.
If you have that triangle in 2, I've ran a triangle 2 back in my day, of course JV. But then they would set the ball screen on so you can do it either way. You set the person that's getting the triangle in 2 on, you set the ball screen.
Yeah.
And that kind of leaves it a little bit open for the ball handler, or then the ball handler who's getting double teamed or denied. You get a ball screen. There's different ways to approach this defense.
I almost wonder if you're Adam Berry, head coach of Pioneer, do you think maybe switching it up on the defensive end?
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
He has a little bit. Like I said, the 3-2 and the 2-3, he's going back. But I've never seen them run man before, but again, I've only seen 2 games. There could be There could be different situations that they have, but I have not seen it, and I don't think it's their best benefit to run a man, because I think Winamac would take advantage of it.
Sure.
But I feel like the 2-3 zone is a little bit more effective.
It's slowing them down a little bit.
It's slowing them down, so they just have to possibly
making them think twice.
Yeah, they possibly have to gamble on those three-point shots that Maggie's been taking, Sadie Popejoy. I would take that rather than having Marissa Iverson eating the interior. Same thing with Piper Link. Just your guards have to be faster when that skip pass approaches, have to be faster on those guards shooting threes.
I have a score update from the North Judson St. Pierre sectional.
What we got?
At the end of 1, the Lady Jays lead South Bend Career Academy 26-2. We kind of had a inkling of an idea how that game would go down. We saw Career Academy last year at this exact same game, and the South Central Lady Satellites were able to take care of business easily. It looks like fast forward 365 days, the Blue Jays are taking care of business against Career Academy. They are knocking on the door of making the sectional championship round on their home floor.
Right, and have you heard word on who won that game before that?
I did. LaVille beat Wheeler 38-25. So whoever wins the game between North Judson St. Pierre and South Bend Career Academy, they will take on LaVille tomorrow night. At this point in time, all signs look like the Lady Jays are going to take care of business.
And that should be a good one to watch.
Yes.
I know they've played before during the regular season. And both teams are pretty good. I like what LaVille does defensively. Kind of denies that first pass. For your teams that aren't really good passers, is very effective. So I like what they do. So sectional play, good for you being there possibly. We'll see.
Well, we'll see what happens. We'll keep our nose to the phone. Waiting on those texts to come through. I appreciate.
I've never heard that before. Nose to the phone.
I came up with it on the fly. Nose to the phone here as Mike Sharkozy, athletic director of North Judson St. Pierre, is sending me score updates. Hey, you're not a strap expert, so I don't know what you're laughing at.
I'm just thinking, when you're texting, you have your nose? I guess you do.
You do. You have your nose in the phone. You're looking down at the phone. I got the nose in the phone. Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning is helping continue this wonderful tradition on KVB's WKVI. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give third-generation owner Brian Hammond a call at 574-936-4660, serving the local area since 1936.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack provides all your printing, screen printing, apparel, and embroidery needs. Call 574-946-3551. Ask for Tina if you want to look cool like the KVB crew. We appreciate them and their support toward helping continue the tradition. Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show continues 18-13. The Winamac Warriors lead the Pioneer Panthers.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Todd and Josh Lawrence of Lawrence Farms. We thank Todd and Josh Lawrence for supporting local high school sports. We also appreciate Kankakee Valley REMC, a membership cooperative. They are the local electric utility serving over 18,000 homes and businesses across Lake, Porter, Stark, Pulaski, Marshall, and St. Joseph counties. Dedicated to the community through a mission of service, trust, and innovation, KVREMC is dedicated to ensuring the needs of the community are met with reliability and excellence. Mitch Columbi along with sports analyst Justin Ruff. We go to the third quarter, 18-13. The Winamac Lady Warriors lead the Pioneer Lady Panthers. It looks like the Warriors are going to get the ball first to start this third quarter as we are underway already. Maggie Smith getting it over to Sadie Popejoy. Popejoy now swings it over near corner. Piper Link now up top to Candace Croft. Then over to Maggie Smith. Smith back to Croft. Lob pass into Marissa Iverson again. And she's fouled by number 21 on the inside, Kinsey Hathaway.
What a beautiful pass. At one point, I thought it was a little bit scary. I mean, that was a tough pass to make.
She did it in the second quarter, remember?
know. She's done it, I think, twice over here in the second quarter. But, Iverson, she's like a wide receiver. You throw it up high in the sky, and she'll get it.
Iverson's first free throw is up away, and it is good, as tonight's broadcast is brought to you by NEPCO Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Nepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. Big time shout out to NEPCO and family, as the next free throw from Marissa Iverson is good, making it 20-13 in a full court no. They are allowing Lois Layer to bring it forward. They are face guarding Stryker and McCaig.
In that triangle again, Mitch. I mean, why go away from it?
Sadie Popejoy on Mia McCaig. McCaig gets it over to Lois Layer. Layer back up top to number 21, Kinsey Hathaway. Kinsey trying to get it to McKenna, then back to number 22, Lois Layer. Lois brings it back out at the volleyball line, then finds Kinsey Hathaway. Hathaway looking for somebody. She finally gets it inside to Hopper, then back out to Layer from 17. No good. And rebounded by Croft.
Pioneer ball.
But they're saying it hit the baseline. It'll stay here.
Yep. I mean, just again, similar to the first half, Mitch. Just no, continuity from Pioneer. No, fierce movement.
Out of bounds play underneath their own basket. They kick it to the far corner. It's Lois Layer getting inside, and the floater goes. 20-15, 5-point ball game here. 6:45 to go in the third. It's Candace Croft to bring it forward, crossing half court. She has the ball at the top of the key. Looking at that 3-2 defense. They get it inside to Iverson at the left block.
Too good.
Making it look easy.
Yep, she makes that look good.
22-15 now. Stryker, top of the key.
There you go.
Smith on her, takes the pick, now goes inside. Here comes the help. Fires to the corner, then back up top to Mia McKay. Stryker, I don't think's ever seen something like this.
No, she hasn't, especially with Maggie Smith, just an energized bunny, just on your hip.
Back out the Layer, then over to Stryker.
It's all about respect, too.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing it for a reason.
Near corner, McKay pops the three. Ooh. Too hard. Rebounded by Iverson on the inside. She gets it to Maggie Smith. Here comes Smith now, crossing half court. She's going to hold it up top at the volleyball line. Now to the left elbow. That's Piper Link. Over to Croft for three. No good. Long rebound. Ooh. Link's on the floor.
Bodies. I love it.
And they are saying it was last touched by Winamac. It'll be Pioneer basketball.
This could be, if they don't get a score here, Pioneer, it could be a scary situation because it could, the 7-point lead can continue to grow rapidly.
It only takes, like we've seen, one or two shots. Yeah. As here's Mia McKay with Sadie Popejoy on her. She then finds number 21, Kinsey Hathaway, back up top. Lois Layer.
Here we go.
She makes the three happen. Huge shot for her. 22-18 now. The Panthers are crawling back in.
That's her third one. Young freshman growing in front of her eyes. She's going to be a good ball player.
Lob pass into Iverson by Popejoy is too hard. And it goes out of bounds for a turnover. Luckily, unofficially, for the Winamac Lady Warriors, I only have 3 turnovers on the entire night. If I'm correct, that is very, very good. Of course, this is unofficial, but from what I'm catching and keeping up to speed with, the Lady Warriors only 3 turnovers in the ballgame. Pioneer with 4.
Enough. Oh,
almost stolen by Maggie Smith as I say it. And then a whistle, jump ball called. It'll stay here. Pioneer basketball.
That Layer 3-point shot was, I marked that down. Just, potential keys to the game. Because
play of the
game, sorry. Because that was, the ship could have been sinking for them. And that was a big-time shot by the freshman.
McKay brings it around up top, then finds Layer. Back to McKay. Smith all over. And no, that was Popejoy, excuse me. And Popejoy's going to pick up a reach-in foul. That's going to be Popejoy's second.
Second, yep.
So a sideline out of bounds play for the Lady Panthers. Stryker to take it out. She kicks it back court to Lois Layer, who brings it across half court. Here comes Layer now, looking at this defense from the Lady Warriors that's been causing problems all night long.
Oh, no. Oh.
Dump off back inside to Layer.
Look
she
at
got
her.
it to the near corner to Kinsey Hathaway. Little give and go right back to Layer. She gets the left-hand layup to go.
Miss, she's giving this team life as a freshman. She just screamed with joy after that shot.
And it's stolen back by Stryker.
That's her third, Popejoy.
And Popejoy's going to pick up another foul.
See, that's just, I don't like those fouls. There's no need to get the skin there.
We're also going to see Lily Bennett check in here. So Bennett will check in, and checking out is Sadie Popejoy. And now here, one of the officials is saying, hold on here. The scores table has got to fix something. It's a 2-point ball game, 22-20. And now the scoreboard just went out here.
Oh, there it is.
There, they popped it back on.
Heck, we could go old school, Someone stand with a board, That'd be fun.
Just write it down and hold it up in the air. So they get it in. Lois Layer here, bringing it across half court. Layer.
Man-to-man.
Brings it back out. Looking, going inside. Has space.
Boy.
Floater, no good. Rebounded by Marissa Iverson. Iverson then gets it to Candace Croft. When Iverson gets the rebound, she just holds it up high. And here comes Croft leaning into Layer, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Lois Layer, trying to pest Candace Croft. And Croft kind of leaned into her there.
She's smart. I mean, that's just a smart point guard move. And that is Layer's third foul. So she's got to be careful as well.
Top of the key, Maggie Smith here swings it over to Croft. Croft looking inside, nothing there. Back over to the other side of the floor to Smith. Then the far corner, Lily Bennett. Back up top to Smith. Smith. Inside left elbow, Piper Link.
Oh, no.
Jump ball called. It'll stay here.
Yeah, see, Maggie Smith kind of just put Piper Link in a bad situation.
It'll be
jump ball.
It'll be Pioneer basketball.
Yeah.
And that's what I think head coach Tony Stasiak is saying. You didn't switch it back. So it should be Winamac basketball. Yes, it is.
You were right on that. Look at you.
Yeah, well, they had the scoreboard arrow.
Yeah.
So it is an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket for the Winamac Lady Warriors. They kick it to the far corner. Marissa Iverson then hand off to Croft, going inside.
Was that on Striker? We'll see here.
Yep.
Oh, no,
20.
that was on McKegg.
So Mia McKegg picks up the foul, her first of the night. 22-20. The Lady Warriors have a 2-point lead here. 3:35 to go in the third.
And again, Pioneer, we were questioning which defense they'd be in the second half. They're in the 3-2 zone.
They stayed with it.
Yep, and it's kind of clogging up the driving lanes.
It's helping them.
Yeah.
Smith then finds Lily Bennett. Bennett then back over to Smith. Far corner, Croft pops the three.
Short.
No good. Far long rebound back to Maggie Smith, then back to Croft. Inside pass to Marissa Iverson. Couldn't get the layup to go, but she's fouled as she will go to the line to shoot two here.
Feed her. Give her the ball, man. She, it's almost an automatic 2 points.
Yep. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Collins Insurance, taking all of your insurance needs. Jim Collins told me to tell you, call him anytime at 574-772-6844. That's Collins Insurance, supporting local high school sports. Hey, stop by Papa Farm Pizza for fresh ingredients that separates their pizza from any others. That's Papa Farm Pizza, downtown Knox. Call 574-772-5888 to place your order now. Papa Farm Pizza, it's pizza worth driving for. First free throw from Iverson is good. We are now going to see Jocelyn Kane check in for the Panthers, and checking out is Kinsey Hathaway.
Marissa's improved from the line tonight. She's 4 for 4. Could be 5 for 5. In the season, she's shooting 48%. I don't know if that's correct or not. And I just jinxed her.
And then you jinxed her.
I did the old jinxaroo.
So she missed the second one, keeping it a 3-point lead. And then a foul will be called on Candace Croft, and quick to help her up is McKenna Stryker.
Warrior fouls on Croft, her second, team's third.
So now we're going to see Sadie Popejoy check in, and Lily Bennett check out. It's interesting, the lineup has changed so much throughout the season with this Winamac Lady Warriors team. As they get it into Mia McKegg, we normally see Lily Bennett have a lot of minutes, where tonight she's being put in here and there. And then now on the other end of the floor, inside to Gracie Hopper is no good. Rebounded by the Panthers, and then Croft got in there, almost stolen. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay here. Pioneer Lady Panther basketball.
Layer's a high candidate to make the all-rough team. She does all the right things, man, that you want from a good guard.
Panthers get it out to Lois Layer. Three on the way is no good. Rebounded by Candace Croft. Croft pulls it out. She's going to bring it across half court herself. 2:45 here to go in the third. Croft.
It's still a 3-point ball game.
It is right there. A way different game than it was just a short couple of weeks ago between these two teams. As here's Sadie Popejoy near corner. Maggie Smith pops the three. No good. Too hard, and rebounded by McKenna Stryker. Here comes Stryker now crossing half court. She's got the ball at the top of the key. She gets it over to Mia McKegg, number 20. McKegg back over. Stryker pops the three. Too hard. Overshot it. Rebounded Croft. She pushes it forward. Maggie Smith tracks it down.
Good hustle.
And then it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Panthers.
See over here with Stryker, that was the most she's been open. So she felt like she had to chuck away and shoot that 3, but, that wasn't the best, and I don't know if that's why she's getting taken out of the game, but she is taking a break.
Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Croft gets it up top to Maggie Smith. Back to Croft, far corner, 3! Splash, baby! And the Winamac Warrior fan base like that one.
Big time shot.
On the other end of the floor, it's a big-time 3 from Mia McCaig. No good. Rebounded by Croft. Croft up to Smith. Here comes Maggie now. Back up top to Croft. 26-20. 6-point ball game now. What a 3 that was on the other end of the last possession for these Warriors, man. That was huge.
Momentum shot.
Croft back to Smith.
Tough.
Lob pass into Marissa Iverson. She was pushed. Nothing called. She threw it away. Picked up by Jocelyn Kane. Here comes Jocelyn. She's up top, then gets it back over to Mia McCaig. McCaig standing on the center court emblem.
1-3-1 here, played by the Warriors, Mitch.
Yeah, they've changed it up here.
Yep. Stryker's out of the game, so that helps.
Back to Kane. Jocelyn gets it over to Mia. McCaig with the ball. Brings it out, picks up her dribble, then back over to Lois Layer. Last minute here, the third. Gets it in to the left elbow, almost stolen to Gracie Hopper, and then there's a foul called on, I believe, Maggie Smith here.
It might be food being thrown at the refs, but I feel like that was a good call. We had a good angle. Maggie just, tried to reach down for the loose ball, and she kind of just grabbed her arm there, so it's an unfortunate grab.
Out of bounds play underneath her own basket.
That's another foul.
And there's another foul on Popejoy. I think that's her 4th.
That's her 4th.
My goodness. They tried to get it into McCaig, I believe, or Stryker.
And, that's just a freshman foul. I'm sorry. You just, she might, argue that she was going after the ball there, which, but, it was her defender was right next to her, and she just bumped her.
McCaig's at the line. The first free throw is up, away, in and out. She needed that one.
Yeah.
As now we're going to see Brody Goodman check in, and checking out is Sadie Popejoy.
McCaig shooting 74% from the free throw line.
McCaig's second free throw is good, making it a 5-point game now. And here come the Lady Warriors.
Key defensive possession here of a Pioneer, keeping the momentum reachable.
Maggie Smith. She's at the volleyball line, top of the key. They're going to hold it here, trying to hold for one shot, I would assume.
Why not? Yep.
Last 30 seconds. Here comes help from Jocelyn Kane. Smith gets rid of it, then back to Smith. Maggie up top, last 25 seconds of the third, 26-21. Winamac leads, hoping to get to the sectional championship round.
Watch out for Iverson here. If I was Coach Stasiak, I would go straight at Marissa. Don't have their best shooters in, but they have Marissa still in there.
Smith, far corner, Colrin Ulrich, who checked in a few moments ago. Back up top to Smith, then over to Brody Goodman. Back to Maggie Smith, pops the 3. No good, too hard, and it goes out of bounds, but that is the end of the third quarter, 26-21. The Winamac Lady Warriors lead the Pioneer Lady Panthers. Fourth quarter action is coming your way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we know that when agriculture thrives, we all do. It's the heart and grit of our agricultural communities that keep the crops coming in and the livestock cared for day and night. That's why we build financial solutions around the needs and schedules of our ag clients. I'm Isaac Blue, ag banker at Knox, North Judson, and Culver. If you're looking for a financial partner that has over 135 years experience in understanding and supporting agriculture, I'd like to hear from you. Let's harvest success together. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Back in North Miami, Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Justin Ruff. We go to the fourth quarter. 26-21. The Winamac Lady Warriors lead the Pioneer Lady Panthers. We are so glad you are here. The tradition continues here on KVB's WKVI. Back in action right away. The Panthers get a shot from Gracie Hopper on the inside. It's no good. Rebounded by Winamac. Here come the Lady Warriors. They get it to Maggie Smith. Back up top to Croft. Then over to Brody Goodman. Goodman back to Link. Then swings it over to Croft. Then finds Maggie Smith. Back up top to Croft. 3-2 still from the Panthers. They've been in it all night long. It's Piper Link at the left elbow. Back up top to Maggie Smith. Then swings it over to Croft. Croft inside to Marissa Iverson to the right. Block, turnaround shot! Almost coming too easy for him.
No, they just let, with Pioneer just letting the ball just magically go in her hands. Just shocking.
So on the other end of the floor, it's Mia McKay. Near corner, striker up top. Swings it over, number 21. That is Kinsey Hathaway. Back up top to Mia McKay. McKay, then over to Striker. Striker, then back over to Lois Layer, who's had a very good game tonight, JR.
She has.
She's going to take a deep three. It's McKenna Striker.
Can't find it.
No good. She can't find it. Does she have any points tonight?
No.
The Warriors have held her to nothing, and she is the leading scorer for the Lady Panthers. What a defensive effort by the Winamac Lady Warriors tonight.
Absolutely.
They've got the ball on their side of the floor. It's Maggie Smith. Skip pass to Croft. 28-21. They lead with 6:20 to go here in the ball game. Far corner, Croft drives inside, pops it for 15 feet, and Candace Croft gets it to go. 30-21 now.
That's her rhythm. That's her shot. Little dribble, pull up, nice mid-range shot. She loves those.
Lois Layer now gets it over to Gracie Hopper, stolen by Maggie Smith. She read the passing lane well. Here she comes, taking on Striker, one-on-one, and a foul's called. She didn't get it to go, but she'll go to the line to shoot two. McKenna Striker, another foul. That's her third. Stricker.
I've been saying Striker all
I
night
wondered
long.
if it was
Stricker,
because I'm pretty sure head coach Adam Berry had told me
Stricker
in the KVB coach's corner.
Well, apologies.
So Stricker, as the first free throw from Maggie Smith is good, making it 31-21, and now a 10-point ball game here. The Warriors trying to pull away here.
Yeah, this is a big-time moment for Pioneer. They really need to possibly do something defensively to speed up the pace, possibly get steals. They're not a pressing team, but they might have to do.
Oh, they're going to throw it away.
Wow, the wheels are just going different directions.
The Panthers tried to push it forward and overthrew McKenna Stricker, and it goes out of bounds. So now the Lady Warriors have possession. It's Candace Croft. Swings it over to Maggie Smith. Smith to the left elbow. Piper Link pops it from 15. No good. She gets her own rebound. Putback's blocked by Lois Layer. Now she's trapped in the far corner. Gets rid of it to Mia McKay. Here comes McKay crossing half court. Mia with the ball. Finds Lois Layer. Layer gets inside, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Piper Link. She gets it to Maggie. Here comes Maggie now. Taking her time, crossing half court. And then a timeout by head coach Tony Stasiak. I don't think he was calling for a timeout.
No, he was not. He was yelling at the ref.
He said, I was wanting a foul. I didn't
Yeah.
want a timeout.
Yeah, get him off.
So an errant whistle. They're just going to call the play dead and make it a sideline out of bounds play for the Winamac. I always worried about that rule there.
I don't know. So he said, get him off.
And he thought he said time. Big time three. Maggie Smith in and out, no good. As it's rebounded by... Nope. It'll go out of bounds. It'll stay here. Last touch by Mia McKay.
Again, just more electric from Winamac right now than the Panthers. They're starting to feel it.
Oh, no. Somehow it finds it to the hands on the other side of the floor to Sadie Popejoy. Drives inside, pops a floater, no good, and rebounded by Mia McKay. 32-21, the Warriors lead here with 4:50 to go in the game. It's Stricker going inside.
Nice
Euro
fake.
step, no good, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line. I think she should have done that a long time ago.
Well, I feel like Maggie Smith kind of...
She's made sure she doesn't.
Yeah, she's easing up a little bit on Stricker.
See, Stricker, she wasn't even sure that was in the act of shooting. The Lady Warriors, I feel, have just flustered her to no end tonight.
They have. In the beginning of the game, that's what I said what would do it in a triangle.
You did.
And that's the purpose of doing that type of defense early, to really get in, some players' heads and, really deflate them right off the bat. And she missed that one, right?
Yeah, she missed the first one.
Still pointless.
Second one's up away. She couldn't make that one either. My goodness. She tried to get in there for a jump ball. It is called, but it'll be Winamac basketball.
Just a rough
She
night.
is the leading scorer on this team.
Yeah.
Averaging, I had it written down here. Yeah,
13.
she's at 13 points a game. She's got nothing. Wow. With 4:40 to go in this ball game.
And
what
she
defense.
She had a pretty good game last time these two played last week.
This time's a different story.
It is.
As it's almost stolen by the Panthers. It is stolen by the Panthers. And then a jump ball is called. It'll stay here. Winamac basketball.
Now, Pioneer.
Or no, excuse me.
Yeah, Pioneer.
Pioneer basketball. My apologies.
Pioneer is still scoreless. They've done that, three quarters?
Yeah.
Now, out of four. Winamac
yeah.
kind of turned it on in the fourth quarter, the beginning of it.
Stricker gets it to the far corner. Lois Layer pops the three. No good. Rebounded by Sadie Popejoy. Popejoy gets it stolen by Mia McKay. Mia back up top to Stricker.
Drive.
Stricker, Smith on her.
Go.
Dribbles between her legs up top. Gets it over to Mia McKay. Driving baseline. Pops it. 14 feet. She gets it to go. Timeout by head coach Adam Barry. As it's 32-23. The Panthers bring it within 10 here. Chipping away.
Yeah, McKegg hasn't really found it either. She's their second leading scorer. I mean, she's averaging 8.4 points per game. Unofficially right now, I have her down for 6. So, I mean, she's not playing. She's not having Maggie Smith on her, but she's one of the players that getting a lot of tension on that triangle and 2.
Now, how many points unofficially do you have for Lois Layer?
So I have her down for 3 threes, 9 points, 11, 13. So she's got 13 out of the team's 23 points.
And she came into tonight averaging 4.8 a game.
Wow, good for her.
So
good for her.
Hey, that's what this postseason's about.
Right.
Who's going to step up in times of need?
And I feel like Josie Lynn Kane, I think she's scoreless in this second half. But in the first half, she has some pretty key possessions too. But right now, it's just tough for the Panthers to make any kind of positive note here on the offensive end. Now they're full court press,
yeah.
which I like to see.
Oh,
there you go.
Stolen by the Panthers. It was through the hands of Sadie Popejoy, and now it's McKenna Stricker. Stricker to the near corner.
There's Kane.
Jocelyn Kane for 3. No good. And rebounded inside. Piper Link's in there. They're calling a jump ball.
Keep pressing.
It'll be Winamac basketball.
They should have probably done this a little bit sooner.
Kidding.
When they were down by more than 10 points, they should have done a little bit sooner.
Croft to get it in.
There you go. Ooh.
She does to Piper Link, pushes it forward to Marissa Iverson. They cross half court, up to Sadie Popejoy. Left-handed layup, no good, but a foul is called. My goodness.
I don't know about that. It looked
that was a touchy call.
Yeah, it looked like Hathaway had her hands straight up. Beautiful defense, and that defense is tough to do because they're in transition, Mitch. Right?
Yep.
So she's like moving with them, but I felt like she was doing a pretty good job
of keeping it straight. She didn't have her arms coming down on her.
But again, that's why we're getting paid less talking about it.
Yeah.
And the referees have a better angle than us.
Well, Popejoy hits the first of 2. Another thing I wanted to point out is I see former head coach for the Pioneer Lady Panthers, Jeff Brook, in the house.
Yeah, he is. I think he's the AD. Or principal. He's the principal. Yep, so showing some support.
And, of course,
there.
his daughter
She's a ball
played
player.
for Ball State.
It was not fun scouting her.
I had a chance to see her last year. Might be one of the better female basketball players I've ever seen.
She is
in
very
person.
Good. Yeah.
High school, I should say. Ooh. It's Lois Layer from the right elbow, getting a shot to go. 34-25. The Winamac Lady Warriors lead here by 9. It's Croft. Full court pressure back to Smith.
Right there.
She crosses half court. Smith now trying to get in. Back up top to Croft. Croft skip pass to Sadie Popejoy. Popejoy lob pass into Iverson.
See, that's what you need. If you're the Panthers, it's a 9-point ball game. It is not out of reach by any means.
3 minutes is a long time.
To do what you need. So you need more of that. You need more four-court pressure because Winamac, sometimes they don't take care of the ball that well.
So now on the other end of the floor, off the turnover, the Panthers have it up top to McKenna Stricker. Stricker to the left elbow. It's Gracie Hopper back out. Stricker for 3. No good. Rebound by Maggie Smith.
And that's her 4th.
And, yeah. Stricker just ran into Smith, and they're calling the foul on Stricker. She can't believe it. What am I supposed to do?
That was just a tough situation. She was running, and Maggie Smith did a good job of not running.
That's
with
4.
Her.
That's 4 on Stricker.
Got to keep her in, though. Got to keep her in.
Smith now gets it in to Candace Croft. Croft is going to bring it forward. Crosses half court. She gets space. Dump off to Piper Link. Far corner. Driving baseline. Link back out to Croft. Skip pass to Sadie Popejoy. No. Pops the 3. No good. Air ball right to Piper Link. Her putback's no good. Rebounded by Popejoy. She gets a turnaround putback to go. And head coach Tony Stasiak liked that one. He bangs the hardwood with his fist. He liked it.
Yep, that was if you saw me,
I know.
I was yelling at Popejoy mentally in my brain. Why would you shoot that 3?
Don't shoot it. Keep the ball moving, but it worked out.
Yeah, then
she followed her shot.
And that's great from a freshman.
3-point opportunity is good from Sadie Popejoy, and then a timeout by head coach Tony Stasiak. 37-25. It's a 12-point ball game for the Lady Warriors right now as they lead with 2:25 to go here in the 4th quarter. We thank the Stark County Co-op, your local agricultural cooperative that offers an array of service and support, including grain, agronomy, seed, fuel, and LP Petroleum. Call 574-867-2411 to contact the Stark County Co-op. Well, you're up by 12. You're feeling pretty good here. What would you be saying to the huddle if you're Winamac's head coach?
Take care of the ball. And, no need for silly shots.
Yeah.
Wide open layups if you're wide open. They need to come to you. They're trying to come to you to get, force turnovers and get steals and possibly, now foul. So just take care of the ball, swing the ball, stall a little bit if you need to. And don't foul defensively over here.
The Panthers get it in. It's Lois Layer over to Jocelyn Kane. Kane back up top to Stricker.
They're back to the triangle.
Going left inside. She traveled.
He switched it up again. He went back to what they started with. Now it's a triangle and 2. Getting McKegg and Stricker there. Stricker.
The Winamac Lady Warriors have it. It's Candace Croft splitting the defenders, crossing half court. Now she's going to bring it back out up top. Smart play by her. Croft over to Maggie Smith. Smith. Skip pass to Croft. Croft now to the right elbow. It's Piper Link. Dump off to Marissa Iverson. Left layup is no good. And Gracie Hopper turns around and says, I didn't do anything. She can't believe it. The whistles are definitely coming quickly, very quickly. Not saying they didn't see anything. I'm just saying they're coming quickly.
Yep. And in that situation, that was a good play by Winamac.
Iverson's first free throw is up away, and it is no good, too short, keeping it 37-25.
Still got to play smart basketball here for Winamac. Nothing, again, like I mentioned earlier, no silly passes, no silly fouls. Take care of the ball.
Couldn't get the second free throw to go either, but Piper Link almost come up with it. Rebounded, though, by Lois Layer. She ripped it away from Link, and then back to McKenna Stricker. Stricker, top of the key, on her side of the floor. Gets it to Lois Layer, then back over to Jocelyn Kane. Last minute 30 here, down by 12. The Panthers need to do something. It's Mia McKay going inside. Dump off. Gracie Hopper from 15, no good. Rebounded by Piper Link. She pushes it forward to Maggie Smith. Smith now picks up her dribble, far side of the floor.
Timeouts.
And a timeout by head coach Tony Stasiak. Stops the clock at 1:19, up by 12. You got to feel pretty comfortable, pretty confident right now if you're Winamac, would you say?
Well, the lead's above 10 right now, getting close to that 1 minute mark, 1:19 to be exact. They're playing. They really had a really good fourth quarter. It was going into the fourth quarter. It was 26-21. So they've scored 11. Pioneer scored 4 in this fourth quarter. So they've done a really good job, and not starting off slow either in the fourth quarter like they've done in the couple other quarters that they've had. But Winamac's playing a good game right now, and this really closing the door on Pioneer. Defensively, I think what is really standing out to me, Mitch. Coach Stasiak, he has thrown so much at this Panther team, just causing them to, open the playbooks, rotate pages and figure out what to do to crack it, and it's been tough for the Panthers.
The Warriors took the entire time of the timeout just to talk things over.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Marissa Iverson, though, just having her way in the interior, and there's not really much what Pioneer can do about it. They don't have the height, and Marissa does a good job.
Almost stolen by the Winamac Lady Warriors here.
All the way.
Or was it a steal by the Panthers?
Yep, it was a steal by the Panthers.
So the Panthers come up with a steal, take it coast to coast, and then a foul's called on the other end of the floor.
So we got Marissa Iverson with the blocking foul. That's her third. Gives Stricker an opportunity to score points again. Still scoreless here in this game, and continues to be scoreless. What a rough night, man.
It has been a very rough night for her. You got to feel for her.
And the thing is, she is a junior, so she'll have another opportunity. This isn't her last game. Free throws up, and it misses. Rebounded by Croft. And Maggie Smith pushes the ball, Mitch.
Yep, it's Piper Link finding it over to Candace Croft. Skip pass, far corner. Sadie Popejoy popped it. Rebounded by Piper Link, and her putback goes. 39-25 here. I think they're going to do it.
That could have done it.
Deep three. Mia McKay, no good. Rebounded inside by number 21, Kinsey Hathaway, and then whistles.
Timeout there by Coach Berry.
Yeah, and you saw Jocelyn Kane say, Coach Berry, what are you doing?
Did she hit the shot?
She hit the shot. She wanted those points. That would have been a big help. But, hey, he called it before it dropped through. That's just the way it goes. As today's game is brought to you in part by 5 Star. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and remind you to shop local. That's 5 Star in the Knox Mall. 39-25, 44.1 seconds to go. All signs point to a big-time Winamac Lady Warrior win as they will move forward to take on Lewis Cass tomorrow night here at North Miami. Our very own sports analyst Justin Ruff will be here in the flesh, providing us up-to-date live reports. So excited about that, to have you here tomorrow night to give us reports for that game. But we still got to button up these last 44.1 seconds here.
Yeah, I guess crazier things have happened. There goes again, Stasiak using all the seconds they get, timeouts, man. Maybe a little bit more too. But heck, he knows what he's doing. State championship under his belt. Just got to finish this game out. 14-point lead with 44 seconds left.
They get it up top. It's Mia McKay. Then back to Gracie Hopper. Pops a 17-footer, and she gets it to go.
It's a little bit late.
39-27 here. Last 30 seconds, and then a whistle.
They're quick. You're right about that, Mitch. They are They are quick fouls. That's her fourth, putting Maggie Smith, the senior, on the line here. She's a pretty good free throw shooter herself. We'll see if she knocks these down.
Smith, first free throw is good.
I mean, it is 62%. I always feel like she's a good one. That's her third one. Yep, starters are coming out, Mitch. Good applause from, and then the seniors for, Pioneer. It doesn't matter if you're rivals with the school or not. You don't like to see that, man. Seniors last night, it's rough.
Second free throw from Smith is good. She's going to check out. Very happy is Maggie Smith. Fresh legs in for the Winamac Lady Warriors. We see number 24, Kaylin O'Connor, Lily Bennett, Brody Goodman, Corinne Ulrich, and number 10, Mershai Lamer.
Yep, Shay Lamer, yep.
Big time three from Mia McCaig is no good. Rebounded by number 23, Julia McGrew. Then back out to Jocelyn Kane, no good from three, and rebounded Corinne Ulrich.
10 seconds left.
Ulrich back to Goodman. That'll be ran out, I believe, here. They get it in to Lamer, then over to O'Connor, back out to Corinne Ulrich, but that's it. That will be the end of the ball game. 41-27 is the final as the Winamac Lady Warriors punch their ticket to the sectional championship round tomorrow night against Lewis Cass, beating the Lady Panthers of Pioneer 41-27. Well, we'll have a word with head coach Tony Stasiak in the Collins Insurance postgame show. We'll hopefully also be able to talk with the North Judson St. Pierre Lady Blue Jays head coach Whitney Combs. We'll try to get a hold of her as the Lady Jays pull off a huge win over South Bend Career Academy. 70-6 was the final. The Lady Jays will take on LaVille tomorrow night in the Nest. But here at our game, the Winamac Lady Warriors come away with a big-time win. We're going to take a break and come back. The Collins Insurance postgame show is coming your way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Howard's Marathon in Winamac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winamac. Call 574-946-6894.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration, your local Armstrong dealer, a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show.
41-27 is the final as the Winamac Lady Warriors beat the Pioneer Lady Panthers. I'm Mitch Columbi, along with sports analyst Justin Ruff. We saw a heck of a game. The Pioneer Lady Panthers fought. I mean, did they fight, Justin? I mean, it was a huge fight from them through, 3 quarters? It was pretty much they were right there, and then maybe towards the end of the third, the fourth quarter, the Winamac Lady Warriors were able to pull away. But a huge win for your alma mater. Take us through start to finish.
Right. I mean, like we said, I mean, it for both teams, they had a rough time starting out. For each quarter, especially the first and second, just couldn't knock down shots. And then, like you said, Mitch, going into the fourth quarter, It was a 5-point ball game. It was 26-21.
Yeah.
And then Winamac in the fourth quarter didn't start off slow. They got the wheels turning in quickly, and it started to, things were starting to click a little bit better there for the Warriors. Marissa Iverson had a heck of a game. Some shots went down a little bit more for Candace Croft. And then just still, it was tough for the Panthers to score.
Yeah.
Multiple defenses for Winamac, especially that triangle and 2. It was just a good, overall defensive possession there. The whole game for the Winamac Warriors.
Well, we have an opportunity to talk with head coach of the Winamac Lady Warriors, Tony Stasiak. Much different ball game than it was a couple of weeks ago, but we enjoyed the defensive effort by your Lady Warriors tonight. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great. I mean, you're playing on Saturday night in Indiana and girls basketball tournament. You're playing on Saturday night when the tournament's going. It's a really good night.
It is.
And I've been around long enough. There are 0 style points. I knew it was not going to be anything like the first game. They're well coached. They play hard. My emphasis was on the defensive end. I did not want 10 and 20 to beat us. Anybody but those 3. Anybody but those 2. And I think mission accomplished. We had great shots in the first half. We just didn't make them. But I loved the shots. We made just enough to keep it at arm's length. That was important. I never necessarily felt threatened or I didn't think about losing and just, hey, we're just going to have to grind this one out. I didn't care. I didn't want to play up and down. You're trying to win this game, but you also have to think about tomorrow.
Yep.
And I didn't want to run us up and down the floor, and it's a low-pace scoring game. It didn't take a lot out. It was not as physical as Wabash was on Tuesday, so you're playing on Saturday night. It's pretty special, however it happens.
Well, I got to say, Justin called the defense. He said, I don't know what Coach Stasiak's going to go with here, but here's what I think they're going to do. First play of the possession, Justin was smiling ear to ear. He was so happy he called it, Coach.
Well, he must have been paying attention last year.
He was paying attention. Well, he also said from compared to what, the game was a couple of weeks ago, totally different game plan. And you kind of talked about it in the pregame show. Now you move forward. You get the job done tonight. What was the message in the locker room preparing for tomorrow night?
Let's get out of here as fast as we can. We'll tell you the plan tomorrow so we can get to bed.
Yeah,
right?
No kidding.
And it's a long week. There's no doubt about it. We have the harder path when you get to that point. But on Saturday night, anything can happen. So the first thing is to get some rest. Let them sleep in a little bit. We probably won't come in till we'll do a walkthrough probably later. We won't come in the morning. We really need to rest. The good news is Cass isn't an up and down team either. If we would have played North Miami, I would have been concerned about wear and tear of really being up and down the floor and those athletes they have. Cass has really good athletes and they're really well coached. They're a better team than North Miami, but their style matches up with us, and I bet Coach Amor would say the same thing about us. Our style helps probably them out. So knockdown, drag out Saturday night. Let's see, Elton John Saturday night's all right for fighting.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to fight for a championship, and there's 100.
That's a great song.
There is 128 teams that will play tomorrow night, and we are one of them. And,
you are one of them.
We won a championship over Christmas, and I said, I'd like to get Lady Warrior back competing for championships. We won one at Christmas, and we're in the position to win one tomorrow night. So I don't know what's going to happen, but it's a great experience for the seniors to play in a sectional championship, for all those returning players. However tomorrow night shakes out, this has been a tremendous experience this week.
Hey, talk about the players that stepped up tonight. I know just on top of my head, Marissa Iverson had a heck of a game in the interior. Who else stepped up for you tonight?
Well, I mean, you got to look at the starters. I mean, the starters all did their job. Right. We knew we had an advantage inside, but they also had to worry about our guards. That's why I've worked so hard about making us deep and versatile to make teams have to guard us. Let's be honest, we didn't have to guard all those Pioneer kids, and they had to guard us, and that was the difference.
Yeah.
No disrespect, but we worked hard to be in that position, and they're a really young team.
Right.
They remind me, hey, good job. They remind me of where we were last year, a new coach and a lot of young players, first varsity experience, very familiar. And we took toe-to-toe with North Miami last year, but we came up short. It feels very similar here. They played strong, but we made just enough plays. So we'll give it a shot and figure out, again, it's just 1 point better. 11-10, 111-110. I don't care.
We'll finish up with this. I always think back to the first interview of the season with you, is you said, hey, this isn't the first time I've gone through this. It's going to be an up and down roller coaster. You said, who knows? Because it was at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
I said, what's the goal? You said obviously the goal is to be playing for championships. But you said at the time, who knows? It's Indiana high school basketball. You said if you could figure it out, you'd sell a book and become a millionaire overnight. Are you writing the book?
No, because we've had enough head scratchers. I know. I learned this year too. The minute you think you had it figured out, I thought we had it figured out, and then we played Knox. And it didn't go well, and then we lost to Triton. So January's been rough, but February's really good now.
Yeah.
Well, Coach.
Hey, you realize this? This is, I don't know if any other team could maybe say that, but we played on Halloween night, and now it's February. We will play a game in 5 months. October, November, December, January, and now tonight was February. We've played a game in 5 months on the calendar. That's crazy. I'm tired. But I'm not tired enough to show up tomorrow night. And neither are our girls.
Coach,
thanks, guys.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Tomorrow,
go get them.
Yep, thanks.
Go get them.
Thank you.
That's head coach Tony Stasiak of the Winamac Lady Warriors. Kind of happy. I like him. He's very excited right now with that big-time win.
He knows it's not over, though.
He knows it's
he
not
knows.
over. And like he said, if he could figure it out, he'd write a book. That's
yeah,
what he
we
said
all
to
would.
me.
Heck, man.
Well, we're going to take a break and come back. We will hopefully be able to get Whitney Combs on the line. Yes, she said, give me a call. So we're going to take a break and come back. The Collins Insurance postgame show continues. For sports analyst Justin Ruff, I'm Mitch Columbi. Big-time win for the Winamac Lady Warriors, 41-27 over the Pioneer Lady Panthers. We will be back after this.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere. Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox. Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989. Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. Let's return to the voice of WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
41-27 is the final as the Winamac Lady Warriors beat the Pioneer Lady Panthers. Another one of our area teams picked up a huge semifinal sectional round win, and that is the North Judson San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. They took it to South Bend Career Academy tonight. 70-6 was the final. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, 70-6. You guys must have had the bench playing. Did you get some bench players some time?
We did. Everyone got big minutes. All 12 of our girls got in and got to experience what it's like to play, for a sectional game. And that's awesome for them to be able to experience that.
Oh, absolutely. I would take that in a heartbeat, a chance to play in a sectional basketball game. So everybody got time. You were able to take care of business. And right away, you got to turn around. Tomorrow night, you're taking on LaVille. They won tonight over Wheeler, 38-25. What did you and the Lady Jays see in Game 1 tonight in the Nest?
They took it to us the first time we played them. Their defense is very good. It's the kind of defense we like to play, in your face, get up there and make you work for your points that you're going to score. They had a great game tonight. We've already faced them once, in their conference opponents.
Right.
So it's going to be a good one.
Coach Combs, Coach Ruff, this is Justin Ruff here. Great win. One more win away. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you.
My question is, what are you telling your girls after tonight? What's the focus on going in tomorrow?
We just have to stay hungry. We know what we have to do. We just have to execute it. It's not over, right? There's still one more game that we've worked so hard all season for, to prove ourselves. A lot of running, a lot of conditioning, a lot of long nights, and this is what you do that for, right? A chance to cut down those nets. So
Yeah, an opportunity to do so, and it's been, 2 to 3 years since the Lady Jays have won a sectional?
Yep.
Yeah, so here you are in the sectional championship round. You were able to take care of business against South Central in round 1. Now in round 2, we've asked you how the team's feeling. How are you feeling, Coach? I know from round 1 you said you were nervous. Are you feeling more confident now, Coach?
We prepared them, from the get-go, so they just have to execute,
Yeah.
We've done all we can on our end.
Yep.
And the girls have to want it as bad as we want it for them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
and we want it. We want it bad.
I
And
know.
LaVille is a very tough team, so we're gonna have to bring it out, all the guns tomorrow.
Well, we're going to be there for you tomorrow night, Coach, and of course we'll talk to you tomorrow morning on the Saturday Sports Line. So we appreciate your time tonight. Congratulations on the big time win, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you guys.
Absolutely. That is head coach Whitney Combs of the North Judson St. Pierre Lady Blue Jays. Huge win for them as they beat South Bend Career Academy 70-6 was the final. They take on LaVille tomorrow night. That's where we're going to be. But also, I'm sending Justin here back to North Miami.
Let's go.
We've already been approved by the IHSAA, so Justin's going to be giving us live reports in the moment from North Miami back to us in the nest. We are very excited. Looks like you got some Winamac Lady Warriors waving to
they
you.
Still kind of like me for some reason.
Yeah, well, you didn't run them hard enough, evidently.
I guess not. Heck.
Well, what are you thinking about our Stark County Co-op play of the game?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it has to go to Sadie Pope-Joy. There was a moment there where she kind of shot a three-point shot with 2:25 left. The Warriors were up by 9, and in that situation, I kind of got angry and said, "Why are you doing that?" And then she crashed the board hard, got a rebound and one put back, and gave the Warriors a 10-point advantage with 2:25 left. I think that kind of shut the door. She didn't give up on the shot, the three-point shot she made. She got the offensive rebound, and that's the play of the game.
Well, 2 of our area teams are still alive. The third that was, unfortunately, fell to Marquette Catholic. That was the Oregon Davis Lady Cats, 66-44 as they finish off their season. We'll have a chance to talk with head coach Aubrey Lady tomorrow morning on the Saturday Sports Line to button up the Oregon Davis Lady Cats season. Still a very young team, but unfortunately they fall 66-44 was the final. Thank you. Big time shout out to Doug Griffiths, part of KVB's WYMR, Max 98.3 FM with the boss, Tony Ross, and Scott Masters on the call. If you're just joining us from their game, they were doing they're doing the entire Culver sectional in full. They followed that Oregon Davis game up with the Triton versus Argus game where Triton ended up winning 44-37. So that's what's going on in their area. In our area, we have the Winamac Lady Warriors move forward to the sectional championship round, as well as the North Judson St. Pierre Lady Blue Jays, and we're covering them both, baby.
Got them both.
We're getting them both. It's KVB's WKVI, history in the making. We continue the Collins Insurance postgame show after this. We are having our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game up next. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care, closer to home. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is all about community and keeping our community spotlight shining on the accomplishments of our youth. That's why PMH is proud to be a sponsor of our local high school sports action on WKVI, our community radio station. Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care, closer to home.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4644 4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-Star Player of the Game. Mitch?
Hey, thanks, John. It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-Star Player of the Game, given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson San Pierre High School who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-Star.
5-Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
What are you thinking?
We got to award someone that just played, spectacular defense, and that's the senior Maggie Smith all over McKenna Stricker today. Stricker, gosh dang it. Just all over. Someone who averaged 13 points a game. She held her scoreless Big Goose Egg.
Wow.
And just made her completely uncomfortable. She didn't find her rhythm at all. The shot she did think that she shot, she thought they were open, which really wasn't, but that's because Maggie Smith just wouldn't let her breathe the whole game. So she didn't score a lot of points, but does not matter because her defense was awesome.
Congratulations to Maggie Smith. What an effort it was on the defensive end. You hold the other team's leading score to nothing.
Yeah.
You better get the player of the game.
Right.
I'm just saying that right now.
Good for her.
Good for her. Good for the Warriors as they move forward. As KVB's WKVI Sports is back in action tomorrow night as we will be in North Judson to see the Lady Jays in the Sectional 34 championship round. And we're sending Justin Ruff here back to Sectional 36 here at North Miami to give us live reports in the moment from the Winamac game against Lewis Cass tomorrow night. We will be going live tomorrow from the Nest at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central. That's right here on 99.3 FM and streaming throughout the world on WKVI.com. We also invite you to follow us on social media on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X, formerly Twitter, at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. Hey, join us tomorrow morning for the Saturday Sports Line. That's the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. We always have several of our area head coaches on hand as we go live at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central on 99.3 FM and online at WKVI.com. Hey, if you missed the Saturday Sports Line, don't worry. We remind you of the Saturday Sports Line replay every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Final word from you tonight, Justin.
Hey, happy to be here and happy to be here tomorrow. And hopefully, Mitch, we will see both of our area schools, North Judson and Warriors, cut down the nets. So
wouldn't that be awesome?
That will be a great thing. But I'm happy to be a part of it.
Good luck to the Lady Jays. Good luck to the Lady Warriors. We're going to be there for you. As from all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School Sports. For our sports analyst, Justin Ruff, our in-game announcer, John Thompson, I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. We are Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to Indiana High School Basketball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, NEPCO, Crane and Equipment Services, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5 Star. We'd like to thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Here's the three in the corner on the way! Yes! Yes! Big time three at a big time moment.